sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions, the #1 reactionary channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I'm your host, Ringo. We're back with another interesting reaction. Very, very interesting. As you know, we've been covering the controversy and the stories regarding MTR's connection to Just Pearly things. Now, this video that I'm going to review, I didn't even see. I'm now seeing this one. And it's not looking good for this guy. It really is not looking good. So welcome to the stream. We are in the building. Hope everybody is having a blessed day. Right? Now, those of you who've been following the platform, you understand that MTR made a video claiming that he's holding Just Pearly things accountable. But it had been brought to my attention, he made a previous video before that. Yeah, that's right. He had a video where he was live. He was live doing a regular live stream, reacting to the shows that he was doing in London. And I guess his fan base was super chatting, like, yo, fam, you know, they talking about you. Hey, yo, did you hear the situation with Just Pearly? Hey, yo, man, you need to respond. And what I noticed, because I looked at the whole stream, this guy is fake. This guy is fake. This guy is beyond fake. And what's crazy about this is that he downplayed the whole situation with Just Pearly during his live. Yo, MTR, if you listening, if you looking at me right now, fam, yo, you not a reaction channel, bro. I know you not real. Because if you supposed to be doing reactions, right? Then it's not about, oh, you know, I'm live and, you know, I got to really think about what's going on. No, if you're a reaction channel, you're supposed to be able to react to the controversy and the statements of Just Pearly straight off the top of the dome. You don't know how to do your job. And I'm just keeping it 1,000. Because here's the thing, fam. While he was on live, he was like, yo, let me go to O'Shea channel and see his video. And he went over there and listened to the video, and I'm watching him downplay the whole thing. He literally was downplaying. He didn't even want to play the video. His audience had to tell him, stop talking and let the video play. He wouldn't play the video. You know why? Because he already knew about the situation. He just didn't think that it would get, you know, any sort of publicity. During that particular live stream, I've seen the worst reaction ever from a channel that's supposed to be doing reaction videos. And again, MTR, if you're listening, you're not a reaction channel, fam. You're a fraud, because when you're under pressure, I saw your hand. You don't know how to talk under pressure. You were caping for Just Pearly. You were being a panda bear. You made light of everything she said. And then you came out with that video being a hypocrite, acting like you holding her accountable. Fam, you're a disgrace to the YouTube community and you need to be held accountable. And you deserve all the smoke you getting. And a lot of you content creators, y'all better stop hiding. Cause I can guarantee you, if I was caught up in some mess like that, it'll be 1,000 videos about me. And that's a fact. Y'all be making videos about me all day. If I was connected to somebody that said some sort of comments that's racist and connected with a so-called white supremacist, and I brought them on the air, you would have a problem with me. So don't sit there and think, oh, that's just MTR, he's cool. No. So-called Just Pearly, that's his boss. He have to answer to her. Just Pearly is his boss, fam. So he got to answer to her at the end of the day. And the way I seen him respond in that video, it was bad. He downplayed the whole thing and made light of the issue. So we're gonna get into the tape. We're gonna listen to what he said word for word. We're gonna look at his body language. We're gonna look at how he has a meltdown. He had a meltdown on air. Started flipping out, started insulting his audience by basically saying, y'all wasting my time. I could have been with some woman right now. I could have been doing this right now. Fam, you don't get no women. So stop the cap. Let's just stop playing. You were put on the spot. Your people wanted an answer. You didn't even give a good response. And to add insult to injury, you made another video acting like you holding Just Pearly accountable. It's too late, fam. The damage is already done. You're guilty too. Just as much as she's guilty, you guilty. By the pure fact of that response that I seen, that response right there, I'm glad you got people in these streets that send me material. They was like, yo, Rango, you ain't see his video before that? I'm like, nah, because I don't watch his channel. So, yo, check out this video. He did this live stream before he did the video holding Just Pearly accountable. I'm looking at the video. I'm like, I ain't seen nothing. And then I see people throwing super chats questioning him. So without further ado, let's get into this tape. Let's hear what he got to say. Let's break this thing down. I'm going to give you a real reaction because what he did in that video was horrible. Absolutely horrible. And see, the way I am, fam, when I see stuff like this, I can't rock with nobody. Like that dude right there is horrible. Y'all still rocking with him after this situation? After he played himself in his own live stream? And I gotta respect the fact that he kept the video up. At least he kept the video up with his crime. But at the same time, you still shouldn't rock with a dude like this because he didn't hold Just Pearly accountable when he was live. And he downplayed everything she said and literally was saying she wasn't talking about black people. That's what MTR said, that she wasn't talking about black people and there was nothing wrong with what she did. So if he said that in his previous live stream, how could he come out in the public and claim he's holding her accountable? That's a hypocrite, fam. I don't respect hypocrites. It would have been one thing if that video wasn't online and he came out with that video talking about he holding her accountable. But this video, sir, this video makes you look bad, bro. And there's no excuses for this one. So let's get into these tapes. Let's find out what's going on here. Hold on a second. Let me get this thing right. We got to get this thing right, fam, because I just can't deal with this type of stuff. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable, man. These guys would do anything to protect their boss. And that's the issue that we have here. You know what I mean? So let me play this tape real quick so that we can get into this thing here. Let's go.
Hey, $10 super chat down into the building. A legit hit piece was made on Pearl. Okay. It looks really bad. And since you was on the panel with her, even though you wasn't in question, you taking strays of people looking at you as fake. What the fuck? What? For what? So, a legit hit piece from a credible source? Or nah? Is this like real information or are you guys trolling me?
Now, he already know about the information. He already know the business channel put out that video. He knows this already. He's just playing games at this point. Oh, y'all trolling me? Why would somebody spend money to troll with you? You knew what was going down. And they came at you during your live stream. You thought everything was sweet.
Shout out to Byron with a $25 super chat.
Let me also do this real quick because I need for you to see his facial expressions. It's very important that you see his facial expressions, right? How many of you agreed it would be important to see his facial expressions? Put a 1 in the chat if that's important to you. I need to know. Would that be important to you to see his facial expressions? Because I think that facial expressions means everything. Because some of you might be viewing on your phone, and I want you to see his face. You know what I mean? It's very important that you see a person's face when they talking. You know, so let me do this real quick. Let me do some adjustments here. Shall we? Do some adjustments real quick. Let's do this. All right? How's that for you? How's that, ladies and gentlemen? How's that? That's good? Okay, right? So let's keep it like that, right?
So you're aware people are talking about O'Shea recent video on Pearl saying, what the fuck? I think he was reaching, in my opinion, but I'm not sure. I'm going to ask you for your views. Keep doing your thing. MT, I've been watching for 3 years. Shout out, bro, for the $25 super chat.
Notice somebody else just sent another super chat. Check out what happened.
O'Shea? Hold on.
Notice he's confused right now because his partner is making a video about Just Pearly, and he's like, what's going on in these streets? Like, what's happening? You know, what's going on? Like, he's on the air. So now when you look at his body language, you see how he fumbling. He don't know what to do. He know he's being called out now. Check it out. Let's roll the tapes. Let's go.
Give me a second.
You need a second, right?
Because this has come up a couple of times. Hold on. Give me a second.
Notice he said it came up a couple of times, which means people were hitting him up the whole time. He was just ignoring everything. So people started to super chat him during the live to get his attention. They were blowing up his phone already. Check out the tapes. Let's go.
This
dude is guilty.
Hold on. Let me go to O'Shea's channel.
Listen, he didn't have to go to his channel because he's most likely subscribed to his channel. So he get the notifications on the phone anyway. So he already saw that he already made a video. He trying to act like he don't know what's going on. Let's go.
Yo, my home screen on YouTube is crazy.
Got him fumbling right now.
Okay, Blessing was more light.
Wait, hold on. Just Pearly Things just disrespected black people in the worst way. Oh, Jesus Christ, what happened?
Now he's acting like he don't know what happened. He read the title of his video and he's trying to act like, oh my goodness, he know what happened. He know what happened, y'all. Pay attention to every word. We breaking down this video here, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was...
Hold on. All right. Hold on. Guys, put a 1 down into the chat if you want me to bring this up on screen versus react to kind of the live stream shit. Put a 1 down into a chat. Put a 2 down into the chat if you want me to keep on going from the content that I was originally planning on going.
Do you see the nerve of this man? Your community brought something to your attention and you're asking them to put a 1 in the chat if they want you to continue to react to the situation with Just Pearly, or number 2, if you want me to continue doing the show. The nerve of you to act like you need to ask them, you need to, no, this is real. You're on the air live. See, this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen, when you got these dudes live on the air, they start fumbling around, start making all these mistakes and errors because they're not real. You get what I'm saying? This ain't a choice. If Just Pearly has been called out about some issues, it takes top priority as a content creator because you did business with her. That's your boss, bro. At the end of the day, you flew down to London. You flew down over there because that's your master. You know what I'm saying? She had to cut you the check. You and Melanie King, y'all all got to answer. Where's she at right now? Why is she hiding? Where's her public statements? Because it seemed like all these YouTubers, what they do is they make these videos about Just Pearly, then they delete their videos. Like, I don't understand this. Like, y'all make videos, then y'all delete videos. Like, what's the point of making a video? What's the point of making a video, then delete videos and hide them and put them on private? And they don't even agree with one another. As you watch this tape, you're going to see how all these cats that claim they friends with Kevin Samuels, these guys are not cool, bruh. These guys are fumbling around because they don't even have the same code. One is against Pearly, the other one is working with with Pearly. One don't work with Caucasians, the other one, hey, I don't mind, I gotta get this money. No honor, no code. How you going on a Caucasian platform talking about black issues? Do you understand how pathetic that look? That looks crazy. You think a Caucasian man is going to have a whole platform and instead of talking about the issues regarding his people, he's talking about Asian people all day? You think the Asian community is going to like that? To see a Caucasian man talking nonstop about issues regarding the Asian community. But see, it's you Negroes that built up Just Pearly to where she is so that she can now profit off of black culture, the little culture you think you have right now, which is all toxic, by the way. And then on top of that, to add insult to injury, you got Melanie King being circulated all over social media with her clip in her blue outfit, putting black women down. How embarrassing it is to go on a Caucasian broadcast and degrade your own women by saying they're for the streets. And everybody's playing that tape, saying, yeah, man, we need to protect this woman at all costs. Protect a woman that's a divorcee. Protect a woman that got problems. She's no different than the women she complained about. How could she condemn and put her own sisters, and I say sisters loosely, because if you really take a good look at Melanie King, especially her older videos when she was making videos with her kids, she wasn't around you sisters. She didn't live around you sisters. The majority of her friends was Caucasian. They wasn't you sisters. I'm just keeping it 1,000. So she really don't rock with you. But at the end of the day, she got to talk about you. You don't see Melanie King focus on talking about Caucasian women. You don't see her talking about Asian women, as if though they're not doing the same thing you're doing. And this is not a tit for tat about who's doing this and who's doing that or not holding our women accountable. But the point is, it seemed like on social media, it's easy to take the black woman and put her at the forefront of everything toxic while ignoring all other women. I mean, if you're going to talk about women, just talk about women in general. But if you keep painting black women as the main one that's doing it, then that's a problem. Because when you talk about women that get rid of their children, the first thing they do is they put black women up there, but it's not black women. See, I don't know where everybody's getting their stats from, but they're wrong. And Melanie King, all she do is regurgitate what she heard from somebody else. But see, Just Pearly love when she comes on the platform. Think about all the people who Just Pearly employ. All Negroes. You guys are sad. Like, all of you guys are content creators, but yet she's your boss. So y'all couldn't do this by yourselves? See, you couldn't, because you crowned her as your queen. But yet you claim you got love for the black community. Please. You don't got no love for the community. Let's get back to this tape. We got a lot of work to do.
Oh, that's a lot of fucking ones. Okay.
Notice all the ones he's getting in the chat. He's getting a bunch of ones in the chat from his screen. We can't see them, obviously, but he's getting a lot of ones on his screen where everybody's telling him, we want you to react to the video with Just Pearly and the situation that's going on. Let's go.
Okay.
Notice. Okay.
Okay, stop putting the ones, guys. Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I got it. I got it, guys. Relax.
Wow.
Chat, bring it back. I see the ones.
You see that?
I see the ones. Okay. Oh my God, 2,000 comments? Hold up. Hold up. 2,300 comments in 3 hours, only 13,000 views. Guys, 2,300 comments in over 13.
Bro, stop talking about comments and who's this and just get to the point and just react to the video. Why is it taking you so long? Like, come on. See, he's busy counting numbers and this and that rather than getting down to the nitty gritty. We don't care about all of that mess. React to the video. You're supposed to be a reaction channel, right? So react to the information and stop playing.
1,000 views. I've never seen a ratio like that. All right, hold on. Let me put this up on the screen. Hold on a second. Oh, Jesus. Is this going to be like oh, God.
Notice how he's like, oh, God, is this going to be like, he don't even know what to do. He don't even know what to do, fam. He's nervous. And this is supposed to be a reaction channel. This is what he's supposed to do. You see what I mean? Now, he was originally doing a reaction live to something else, but he was comfortable doing that. But see, if you're really a reaction channel, you're supposed to be able to break down anything on the fly. Matter of fact, if I run into you in the street, you should be able to break it down for me. But for some odd reason, he can't do that. Get back to the tape.
Hold on a second. Let me go. Hold on. Just give me a second.
Look at him. He got to get a drink. He got to get a drink, y'all. He got to go to the kitchen and get a drink, man. Nervous, bro. He know it's a problem already, man. He know that's his boss, man. That's his boss, man. Out here being a panda bear. We got you, fam. We ain't letting up either. You gonna be held accountable, bro.
Okay.
He just drunk something, man. Had to go get a drink because he realized he gotta speak against his boss. Because as you all know, Just Pearly is his boss. That's the queen. You have to understand what's going on in these streets. These YouTube streets, so-called Manosphere, it's ran by Just Pearly, fam. They sold it out already. Glad I'm not a part of that mess, fam. Let's go. Taking mighty long.
Now,
look at him.
I don't know what happened. Before we go into this.
Notice how long he's taken to get into this. You see the stalling? You see how he's like stalling? Because he know his partner made a video. So he know he got to make sure he walk on eggshells. See, the thing about these YouTube streets is none of these cats are really cool with one another at the end of the day. They really not. You know what I mean? It's about the dollar at the end of the day. At the same time, he don't want to step on no toes because he know his partner made a video about Just Pearly. Just Pearly is under hot water and people looking at him. So now his mind is going crazy at this point. He's like, man, I don't know. I got to be very careful. Now he's going to be proven whether or not he's going to do a good reaction or not. Let's get to the tape.
I know Pearl and I know O'Shea.
You see that? Notice how he said, I know Pearl and I know O'Shea. Notice this. He's saying, I know them. So he's like, man, how am I going to react to this one? I don't want to be on nobody's bad graces because if he disagree with her and I say something, he may be upset with me. And if I say something to her, she's going to be upset with me. And if I don't speak, the public is going to be upset with me. So he's nervous at this point. Let's go.
I just want to say that going into this. Let go.
Nervous.
It's more like late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
Okay. So Pearl did a podcast with Nick Fuentes. I don't know when this was. Maybe like a month or so ago.
Now notice this, ladies and gentlemen. Notice this. He know who the guy is. He know who Nick is. And he just said that she did a podcast with him. He said a month ago. I don't know if it was a month ago. I know it was a while ago. I don't know. I don't have the exact date. But notice this. The video title that he's looking at does not say his name. So how did he know who Nick is? Do you understand? He already knew who he was. Do you see how we did that? He already knew who he was, y'all. He knew who he was so much that he knew that Just Pearly did an interview with him. So MTR already done know that Just Pearly did an interview with a racist. He already knew. This is what I've been trying to tell you in the last video. Y'all been hating on me unsubscribing from my channel like I really care. Because at the end of the day, if you unsubscribe, you're doing me a favor. I don't need no panda bears and hypocrites over here claiming they rocking with me, but yet you defending a guy like this who is clearly, you know, not really holding himself or Just Pearly accountable. He knew who this guy was the whole time. You know what I mean? He knew who he was. See? He knew him so much that he even announced his name. Knew his name and everything. Let's get back to them tapes.
Have not watched this podcast. It was not on YouTube. I believe that she put this on Rumble.
Wow. Another clue, ladies and gentlemen. He said he didn't watch it, but he knew that she didn't put it on YouTube, that she put it on Rumble. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. As a content creator, whether these guys agree with one another, whether people agree with me, whether you agree with other people watch videos. This is social media. All my detractors and haters and the people who never give me my props, all those people watch my videos low-key. They watching the video right now just to see what I gotta say. So MTR already saw the video with Nick. He knew who he was, but he still was doing business with Pearly. He still did business with her, even though she did that interview. He didn't look at the guy and say, wait a minute, hold on. He's a racist. Hold on, let me check with Pearl. Yo, Pearl, what's going on? Or let me go watch the video. He didn't even do that. He didn't do his due diligence. But yet he made a video claiming that he's holding Just Pearly accountable. Y'all can't see there's a problem here? He did that as damage control like I told you, fam. I'm the first YouTuber that actually made a video letting you know that he's doing damage control. Everybody else is trying to protect him. I don't rock with none of these cats. None of them. Because I know who they are. They hypocrites, snakes, panda bears. You understand what I mean? They join forces when it's convenient. But really and truly, most of them don't even like each other. It's all business. At the end of the day, always remember that, ladies and gentlemen, it's all business. It's not about no friendship. Let's get back to the tapes.
A few days ago, Just Pearly Things had an interview with white supremacist or white nationalist, whichever you want to categorize him.
Now, right there at that moment, MTR should have been like, okay, I'm finished. But no, he began to defend her. That's right. He began to defend her, but then made a video claiming he's holding her accountable. Let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
Nick Fuente.
Let me also say this as well. I can't believe the stream is going in this direction.
He can't believe the stream is going in this direction, and he's laughing and smiling. He's taking this for a joke, people. He's supposed to be doing reactions. But for some reason, he's not taking his job serious. For him, it's a joke, and he can't understand that the stream is going this route. Listen to him.
I've only heard of the Nick Fuentes name. I've not watched a single video on him.
That's a lie. If you heard about his name, then you would also know that he's a racist. So stop the cap. Do you see what he's doing? Do you see what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen? He's literally acting like he don't know nothing. He's trying to distance himself from Nick. Like, look, I don't know. I really don't understand what's going on. You know, I just don't understand. Listen to him. Let's go.
I don't know anything about him. All right, let's just keep going.
Now, Nick Fuente.
Only thing I know about him is that he gets labeled anti-Semite. He gets labeled like a pro-white, anti-black. He gets labeled these things, but I don't know anything about him. Let's go.
Wow, so you know what he get labeled. You know what he's about. Your boss made a whole interview with him, and now all of a sudden you acting like you don't know nothing. Are you seeing what he's doing, fam? Are you seeing what this guy is doing publicly? Let's get back to the tapes, y'all. Let's just go. We got a lot of work to do, fam.
This is a 24-year-old man who is very outspoken about, white nationalism and things like that.
Obviously, I guess that
so
makes sense.
she had him on a live stream. Now, what's very interesting about that is Just Pearly Things has a...
Hold on a second. Let me do something real quick. Hold on. Let me see if I could do this. Filter. Noise suppression. Let me see if this works.
Podcast that is based in London. And I would say that the majority of her full-time cast, I would say, would be a member of the Black London community. Like there's King Riches over there. There's
King Riches. Sounds interesting. I used to make videos about that guy. He's down with Just Pearly too. Wow. All of these ninjas are down with Just Pearly. Man, isn't that amazing? Y'all all sold out like this? That's crazy, man. Anything for that check, right? Let's get back to this tape, man. All of these guys, man, all of them sold out.
Few other brothers over there, and they've built that channel into a really good powerhouse. She's really organized and things like that, which would make me wonder why she's interviewing Nick Fuentes.
Now notice, he's wondering why she's interviewing this guy. Shouldn't MTR wonder why she's interviewing that guy? I mean, surely they're not talking about relationships, right? Surely they're not talking about relationships. So let's get back to the tape.
She talks about things like modern women. A lot of the things that you would see in the Manosphere are talking points. And a lot of people have accused her of, stealing from Kevin Samuels or stealing from the Manosphere and then monetizing it. But this interview with Nick...
Notice what he just did right there. Notice what he did right there. He agrees that she been stealing from the Manosphere and stealing Kevin Samuels' talking points, but yet he's working with her. Are you seeing this? Are you seeing how these guys are? They all know that Just Pearly stole from Kevin Samuels, right? Steals talking points from the so-called Manosphere. Or let's just say this. Let's just cut it down to where it needs to be. Just Pearly steals talking points from Black content creators, primarily men in the space. Because it's not all Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels got his talking points from the same brothers in the space. Let's just keep it 1,000. Right? Let's get to the tapes. Let's go.
Fuentes proves to me that she's trying to take her business into a different reality. Probably because she feels like at some point there's going to be a dead end for the modern women thing. And she
look at his facial expressions. Keep in mind the facial expressions as he's trying to figure out what's going on, because he's listening to his partner, right? He's listening to his partner and he's trying to think of what to say, because he got to be really careful here. He got to be very careful with what he say. Let's go.
And I noticed when she's live, she doesn't get nearly as many viewers as Fresh and Fit. So I think she's trying to make the same pivot that Adam 22 is trying to make, and even like Joe Budden. They're trying to bring on like controversial people. You see,
that's exactly what she's trying to do. This is what that community do to get them numbers up. Let's go.
Adam 22 bringing on people like Tariq Nasheed. He wants to have Tariq Nasheed debate people on his platform and all of that. And again, that's to get into a larger audience, right? And that's not just them doing it. It's a lot of people. Valuetainment is doing that same playbook. So all of them are trying to get into a different market. In doing so, they're using people who will have controversial views, such as Nick Fuentes. Now, let me just say this.
So,
facial expressions, keep
when
watching
I heard that she interviewed Nick, I was thinking to myself, I thought that you focus in relationship content. I thought you focus in gender roles content. I thought you focus in modern women's content. I didn't say this to her, but that's what I was thinking within my mind.
Oh, so you didn't say that to her. That's what you were thinking in your mind. Do you see this, ladies and gentlemen? He already done know who Nick is. He already saw the video on her page, like I told you. But he probably figure nobody ain't talking about it. So I don't got to really make a big deal about it. Do you see where this is going? He already knew about her interview, y'all. He already knew.
So maybe she's thinking about a shift. Maybe not. I don't know. We didn't discuss that.
Popular YouTuber Jason Black, who also runs the business YouTube channel, has pointed this out. And I know brother Jason Black, he was, way popular, more popular than me.
Shout out to Jason Black. I've actually featured his content on my channel.
Notice how he shot him out like a hypocrite, talking about shout out to Jason Black. Keep that in mind. I want you to remember that. MTR just shouted out Jason Black. But later in the stream, he was mocking him, being disrespectful. Let's get back to the tapes.
Previously,
when I first started YouTube, and he has a really strong audience, he has a really loyal fan base. I had a chance to talk to him one time on Instagram, not Instagram, Facebook Messenger. We were both friends on Facebook, and I like what he has to say as a pro-black myself, right? I don't just.
And let me also say this as well, is that like, I'll be lying to you guys if I was to say to you guys that I have not thought about previously about other types of content that I should be introducing to my particular audience.
Fam, we don't care about no nonsense new content you're gonna introduce to your audience. Why don't you just get to the point and stop stalling? You can't see what he's doing? He's literally stalling right here. He's literally acting, he's trying, listen, this is what he's trying to do as well. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Introduce new content to his audience, which is the content that we're seeing, which is the controversy or the backlash that Just Pearly is getting. That's the new content that he's trying to introduce to his audience right now. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
I'd be lying if I said like, because at a certain point, like the content is gonna get monotonous. It's the samey, right? Like, so.
Yeah, like your content, it's the samey. You're right. Let's go.
Within that, I've been thinking through kind of other things that I can introduce. So maybe Pearl's been doing that as well. But I will say though, like, I'm just like, why? Unless like she's coming from a perspective of entertainment
from a man that don't like black people. You're telling us that that's entertainment. That's what you're saying, fam? Entertainment. So you find this entertaining for her to basically say that African black people are working harder than so-called African American. That's entertaining to you. That slavery wasn't really all that bad. You know what I mean? It wasn't all that bad. Even though they were feeding our children to alligators, using them as alligator bait, that wasn't really bad. Even though they were destroying our people, castrating the men, putting them at the stake. None of that was bad. You know what I mean? Destroying our women, right? None of that was bad. That was nice. According to MTR, that was good, right? Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Just getting out information, right? Like, you look at like a Joe Rogan, for example. Joe Rogan brings people on a podcast that he may not have.
Fam, nobody cares about Joe Rogan. We're dealing with an issue with Just Pearly. Stop stalling. Stop stalling. Look at his face. You see his face, fam, right? Keep your mind on that. Look at how his face looks. See, listen, this is how you hold these people accountable, fam. You don't let them get away with this type of stuff. Because in these YouTube streets, they stick together. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. So the bottom line is making money. So a lot of these creators, you're not gonna see them go at MTR. You ain't gonna see these guys going back and forth. These guys are business partners. And in business, they look at it like, look, let's make an agreement not to go back and forth with one another so we could get this money. That's how they are behind the scenes. They're not gonna do what I'm doing. I don't rock with none of these people. I don't care about none of these clowns. And at the end of the day, they don't even rock with me. I'm just keeping it 1,000 with you. And they know that. So let's get back to this work, fam. Let's go.
Agree with, right? But he wants to have a conversation because maybe he can learn more. I guess. I don't know. Let's keep going.
Agree with him too much for the things that I've heard. However, when he criticized Just Pearly things in the past, people were saying that he was a hater. He was jealous of her success and all of this, right? So,
yo, O'Shea with the stock footage, yo. Yo.
What in the world is so funny, MTR? Stock footage? I have the same footage in the introduction on my Ringo TV Raw channel. Anybody want to know where to get the footage from? Videohive.com. My goodness, what's so interesting about that?
Shout out to O'Shea's editors. You guys are doing the goddamn thing. I understand you.
Oh boy, man.
Hold on, we got.
He was a hater. He was jealous of her success and all of this, right? So he on his channel, the business
Shout out
YouTube
to that
platform,
great actor.
he has broken down the interview with Just Pearly thing.
He's trying to literally soften the whole situation. He's trying his best to not stay serious. If you notice, he's trying to downplay everything. Oh, look at the stock footage, and shout out to his editors, and shout out to all of this other stuff. What editors? What does an editor have to do with stock footage that you could go purchase on a website? All you got to do is just have a subscription, and you could use all the particular footage you want. Whoopie do. Keep downplaying. I can read your mail, fam. Let's go.
Into timestamp, so it was very easy for me to follow to see what I wanted to
best
see.
stock
And
footage
at
in the
first,
game.
Just Pearly Things, who has, like I said, a lot of black employees, King Richards being one of them. They were having a conversation about African employees.
Now, notice this. You know what's so interesting about this, fam? Hold up. So she just has black employees? So she don't have no white employees. Y'all can't see what her purpose is. Do you know that Just Pearly did not grow up poor? Do you know that she grew up in a mansion? Do you know that? Do you know Just Pearly was not raised in the hood? She don't know anything about struggling, never struggled a day in her life, had everything at her disposal. And now she's the leader in the Black Manosphere. It's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Her entire staff is so-called black people. Y'all don't see that there's something going on here? They always using us, bro. They are always using us to get the bag, man. And we are so weak. We just fall for it all the time. They always use our culture to get rich. If it's not music, imagine all of these rappers and singers are all signed to white-owned record labels. All of these great black actors, they got to go to Hollywood, which is controlled by you know who. Our people are something else. We always sell ourselves short when it comes to the dollar. Let's go.
Versus American employees.
Oh,
and this is what,
okay.
Jason Black was trying to point out, that he felt that she was trying to take a diss at African Americans. So I want to play that clip and let's see if he's right.
I wonder what Miss Pearly thinks of African immigrants versus Black Americans, specifically descendants of slaves, foundationals. I wonder what she thinks of that. If we get into the immigration discussion, I wonder what she's gonna say if you ask her about that. Brace yourself.
Wait a minute, hold up real quick. Is that how he always talks? Is that like a thing?
Notice how he just took a shot at the business channel by, is that how he always talk? You just gave the brother a shout out. And now you're disrespecting the man by, is that the way he's talking and laughing and making a mockery? Do you see what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? You laughing at the way he talk, but have you ever considered the way you talk? Do you really think that your voice is good to listen to? Do you think that people enjoy your voice, sir? Do you think that people could sit there for hours upon hours listening to your voice? Your voice sound annoying. I can't sit there and listen to you for hours upon hours. Cause you don't have what is known as a radio voice. You don't have that. I'm just being honest with you. You don't have that type of talent when it comes to your voice. But you're taking shots at the man's voice when you just finished giving him a shout out. Let's go. Listen to what else he says. Listen. He's laughing.
Wait, hold up. Is that?
Notice that. He making
discussion. I wonder what she's gonna say if you ask her about that.
Wait a minute.
Do you see how he's making a joke out of everything? Obviously, the man is not taking this thing serious. But yet, he made a video claiming that he's holding Just Pearly accountable. But look at how he's mocking the man that actually brought this to the public attention, because nobody on YouTube was talking about this. Nobody on, see, I don't watch Just Pearly, so I don't know nothing about her. I don't watch her. I'm in the streets, so when I hear the news, I tune in. You know what I'm saying? I'm subscribed to the business channel. So when they go live, I pretty much tune in, see what's going on. And when I heard the tape, I was like, wow. I went to the channel and I did my research. She had the video out there, so I pulled the video, I downloaded my copy, because I knew she was going to delete it. And then I noticed the video was promoted on her page. She took that video down too. So I'm like, oh, she's cleaning up shop. And she was cleaning up shop once the business channel went live and did what they had to do. So behind the scenes, she was cleaning up her channel. The whole time, MTR was still working with her, so he knew what was going down. So he knew, but he never said nothing to her. Let's get back to the tapes. And shout out to everybody in the chat. Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. You know what I mean? Seeing a couple of people saying, hello, how you doing? Right? Let's get back to the tape. Notice how he's laughing. Notice how he's mocking, making fun of the brother. Let's go.
It's a goddamn WWE announcer.
Wow.
So Jim Duggan, Hulk Hogan, for the heavyweight championship of the world. What the fuck was that?
Nothing's funny. I don't-
Brace yourselves, all of her supporters.
No. And that's not a conservative position, especially not 50 million people in 10 years.
Okay.
Right.
Because America's got 300 million. So, you know, what is that? 1/6 of the population in 10 years.
And
Okay.
so why is that?
Why does he support that?
No, why are you against pro? Because in my head, see, I hire people from Africa, right?
Right.
Shout out Blessing.
She does. She hires editors, producers. She does.
Notice how he won't just let the tape play. He won't just let the tape play so we can hear what she said in its context. He's still downplaying everything. Notice anytime she speak, oh yeah, she do hire Africans and she does this and she has editors and producers. Look at what he do.
Yeah.
And I just
Oh, and Blessings is her producer. Yeah, we call him top producer. If you guys look at the reactions on his channel, we'll often be like, yo, top producer. Blessing. Shout out to Blessing. Super goddamn talented. I need a blessing where I live.
So you need a man where you live. Okay. We got that part. Let's get back to the tapes.
I need a blessing where I live. Super talented.
see like
Super talented. Really praising him very hard, bro. Very, very hard.
the work ethic of people that are like not from America, and they often work harder than the people that are from America.
That's true.
So in my head, it's like, wouldn't it help us economically if we
You
had
heard what he just said? He said that's true. Media tutorials and reviews just said that people in Africa work harder than people in America. Now keep in mind the context. The context is about black people. Media tutorials just agreed with Just Pearly that African people, right, work harder, immigrants work harder than black men and women in America. But yet he made a video claiming that he's holding her accountable. Listen to the tape, fam. Let's go.
had more, like if they had a certain like mindset in order.
Well,
Look at his expression. Look.
Was she? Yeah, that's true.
Wow. Uh-oh.
People not from America, immigrants, work harder than people that are from America.
Where does this guy get that madness from? You don't live outside of America. Have you ever been to other places and see the conditions where other people live? You ever wonder why people that live in so-called Africa want to come to America? If they're so hardworking, more than people in America, why they want to come to America? Why don't they just stay in Africa and work hard and build up their nation? Why don't they do that? See, what Tutorials is doing is it's a cliche play of words where we typically like to say stuff like, oh, people in other parts of the world, they work harder than people over here. We don't live over there. How do you know that? How do you know how other people work when you don't even live with them? To say that black people in Africa work harder than black people in America is to disrespect yourself. You're basically saying they work harder than you. Some people don't have no sense when they speak.
That's true. We talk about the entitlement culture within goddamn America all day.
Now check it out. Keep listening. Look at his facial expressions.
Is that the goddamn point?
Wow.
That's true.
Wow.
That's true. We talk about the entitlement within culture today. We talk about the modern women, lazy bullshit.
Now notice he just said the modern woman. Now what woman is he talking about? Put it in the chat. What woman is he talking about when he refers to modern woman? Think about Kevin Samuels. Think about modern woman. Who is he talking about? Put it in the chat. Because he believed that Just Pearly is not talking about black people. That's right. He's talking about black women. When he says modern women and her BS, he's talking about black women. So to all the sisters that rock with MTR, he talking about you. He's not talking about Asian women. He's not talking about Caucasian women, because then he would be disrespecting Just Pearly. See, I need to keep you ladies informed on what's going on in the street, because y'all don't like me anytime I speak. Especially all you female black content creators that can't stand me because I speak against your god, Kevin Samuels. Now check out what he has to say. Let's go.
Talk about the men being lazy as fuck and being losers.
All right, he said the men being lazy as F, right? Lazy as F, being losers. Put it in the chat. What kind of men is MTR talking about? Put it in the chat. Is he talking about Asian men? Is he talking about white men? Or is he talking about black men? Put it in the chat. I just need to know who he's talking about. Because he believed that Pearl is not talking about black people. So he's talking about black men based on the chat. So I know I'm not going crazy. He's talking about black men being losers and just, you know, just a mess. Right? Okay, let's get back to the tape, because see, what I'm doing here, ladies and gentlemen, is a real breakdown of what's going on. I'm giving you a full, thorough reaction of the video he put out there. Now check this out. Let's get into the tapes. Let's go.
Talk about that shit all day, and then the immigrants come in and take your fucking jobs.
Wow. The immigrants come in and take your effing job. This is coming from Media Tutorials. Seems a bit angry, right? Seems a little unprofessional, don't you think? I mean, Tutorials, why are you displaying such anger? You seem to be out of character right now. You seem to be a little out of character. You seem to be a little in your feelings. I notice you're getting a little heated. Is something bothering you? Oh, I know what's bothering you. You realize that your boss is being called out and you're trying to defend her, and you're making light of the situation because you're downplaying it as if though it's no big deal. Let's go.
We talk about that all day. I talk about all day. Stop being a loser.
All right, who he's talking about? He's talking about black men. Stop being a loser.
I talk about all day, as a man, increase your utility.
He's talking about black men. He's not talking to white men. Listen, MTR is not talking about white men. He's not talking about white men. He's not talking about Asian men. He's not talking about no other nationality of men but black men. Let's go.
That's true.
So he's basically saying that what Just Pearly said regarding black people is true, that Africans in Africa work harder than black men and women over here. So all of you sisters over here that get in the bag, all you sisters over here that getting your degrees, all you sisters over here that's working hard, he's saying you don't work hard at all. Not only that, all of you brothers out there that are getting the bag, getting your health in order, getting your money right, starting them businesses, doing what you got to do, MTR is saying that you don't work hard at all. That's what he's saying. And the whole time he's trying to protect his boss. That's who he's trying to protect. He's protecting Just Pearly's image right now. But she's not looking so pearly after all. Let's go back into this. Let's go.
That's true.
Wow.
What's up?
Wow, man, it's crazy.
Hold up now. Y'all got me.
Now he's trying to act funny like it's a joke. Ain't nothing funny, fam. You don't see me laughing, bro. There's nothing funny here. You taking this thing for a joke. Your boss basically put African American people down by basically saying they lazy, that she would rather get men and women from Africa, black people from Africa, because they work harder. But you don't see a problem with that. Instead, you agree with her, but then you make a video claiming that you are holding her accountable. That's hypocrisy. That video was so fake. Let me tell you something, man. Majority of the people that follow MTR's platform, a lot of you people that follow his platform, you're delusional. Because here I am breaking this thing down, and y'all gave him a pass. This is why our people can't rise. We always giving people passes. I ain't giving nobody a pass. Once you F up, it's a wrap. You're out of there. We got to put somebody else back in there now because you're done. Ain't no passes here. Ain't no forgiveness here, fam. This woman is guilty, and this dude is protecting her. He was protecting her before he made that video claiming he holding her accountable. He's almost like he's trying to say, well, during the live stream, I didn't really see all the facts. So now that I did and I was able to think about it, okay, now I'm going to hold her accountable. Bro, I thought you do reaction videos. I'm reacting right now live. I'm doing it live as I play the tape. You don't see me saying, you know, I got to go think about it. I got to do this and I got to do that. No, I'm doing it live. I got to show the people exactly what you're doing. And I'm breaking it down in real time. Your people brought it to your attention that Just Pearly made some questionable statements. She's supporting a racist. She's doing this and she's doing that. And you're defending her because that's your boss. Let's get back to the tape. Let's go.
That's true. Hold up. Let me just make sure I heard that correctly. Maybe I heard that incorrectly. Hold on.
America, and they often work harder than the people.
Hold up. I'm seeing people in the chat talk about that's not true. America's grind just as hard. No, they don't.
Wow.
You don't know what grind is.
Wow. This dude just said that people in America, black people, don't grind as hard than people that's in Africa. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. If you ask me, MTR is a race traitor, in my humble opinion, because the statements that he made right there alone is very, very, very sad. He just literally crowned the people in Africa in which he don't live and said that they work harder than us over here. That's sad. That's real sad.
These immigrants that come here without a pot to the fucking piss in.
If they don't have a pot to piss in, how could you tell me that they work harder than the people over here? Shouldn't they have a pot? This guy don't know what he's talking about. If they don't have a pot to piss in, that means they're not really working hard. They should have a pot. Why is it that you're implying that when they came over here, they didn't have nothing? If they didn't have nothing, that means they weren't working hard to begin with. That means that they came to America because there was no real opportunities where they were. Do you understand what I'm saying? And see, another thing that MTR is ignorant of is the fact that when people come to America from other countries, they get special treatment. They get special loans to start businesses that you so-called African American people over here don't get. These are facts. You can go do the research. You get people that come from China, they're able to start businesses over here like that. Do you understand me? It's systematically set up that way to keep you, African Americans, oppressed, so that you're always working at that 9 to 5 for the rest of your natural life. Y'all better peep the game. So when other people that are foreigners come over here, of course, when they come here, it appears as if though they're doing this and they're doing that. No, they made it easy for them. And this is something you don't understand. How is it that a Chinaman can come to America and start a Chinese restaurant in your neighborhood like that? Put all his people on. A Russian man can come on over here, start a business right away. Get the banking loan, get his credit right, all these things, all set up for him right away. As soon as he stepped down, it's set up for him. But you folks that been here during slavery, struggling, you still in the same position year after year. And trying to figure out why you're still oppressed. Because systematically, that's how they set up the system. Now, I could go into a whole nother debate, but I'm gonna keep it short. That little bit that I just told you right there, supposed to stimulate your mind. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Without a pot to fucking piss in, they'll show you how to work, and they'll work you up under the table more often than not. As Americans, we love excess without doing the work.
Notice the reckless. Notice how he's talking reckless. As Americans, we want excess in this without doing the work. Who is he talking to right here? He's talking about black people. He's doing the same thing that Just Pearly did, y'all. This guy don't represent us. Look, I know y'all want to believe that MTR represents the black community. He don't represent the black community. He's doing the same thing that Just Pearly did. You can't see that. He's doing the same exact thing, y'all. He's putting black people down by saying that we ain't ish, bro. This is coming from a man that identify as black. But I'm beginning to think that maybe he's not. Because the way he's talking, he sounds just like his boss, y'all. Let's go.
We love excess without doing the work.
Now, you know he's not talking about Caucasian people because he would be talking about Just Pearly. So he's talking about black people, y'all. Y'all can't see that? This man don't represent us, bruh. He don't. But y'all been holding him up as if though he represents the black community. He don't. I have to call it out for what it is because all these other content creators, you have to understand, it's about business. So they're not going to call him out, even though they know he out of pocket, y'all. Let's go. He don't care about us, man. He care about her. Look at his face.
We love excess without doing the work. We love the material.
Notice how he's
not doing the work.
Notice how he's speaking down on black people, y'all. Notice what he's doing, fam. This is crazy. And shout out to everybody that's hitting the super chat. Appreciate everybody that's supporting the show. Notice what he's doing, y'all. This is bad, man. This is really, really bad, y'all. Let's get back to the tape. We got a lot of work, man.
These immigrants, though, that have seen poverty that their country cannot escape. There's not opportunities.
How dare you, bro? How dare you talk about these people seeing poverty that they could not escape when our people endured the transatlantic slave trade? How dare you? If that is not enough for you folks to distance yourself from MTR, I don't know what else to tell you. Do you not know the history of how our people was sold? I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all. You think everybody that is African rock with so-called African Americans here in America? Do you even know the history of the transatlantic slave trade? Do you not even know that Africans were selling our people to those people? Do you not even know that? See, this is what happens when you're not educated. Do you know there's a difference from people in South Africa, from people in West Africa? Do you know that? So you think everybody's the same? No. But see, we know who MTR rock with. And this is why Just Pearly says that she hire only people from Africa. She ain't say she hire African Americans because she said they don't work. They don't work hard. They're not industrious. Do you see that? Now, MTR is basically saying that the people in Africa experience more poverty than the people in America, when we are the descendants of the people, our ancestors that endured the transatlantic slave trade. We are the people that have been brutalized throughout history, where our men were restricted from reading and writing, where they put the woman above the man. And MTR totally ignored the history to defend Just Pearly. See, I didn't even want to go into the deep teaching, but we have to. Because I know a lot of you think everybody that have melanated skin is your people. They're not. And that's the biggest misconception. You have Hamites, then you have Shemites. The people that are in Africa, they don't even claim you here in America. You're two different people. And this is the truth that they keep from you. This is what they keep from you. Now, a lot of our people, believe it or not, are in South Africa. Yes. A lot of our people are in South Africa, but there's a lot you just don't know. Shame on you, MTR, for making light of the transatlantic slave trade by saying that the people in Africa experience more poverty, as if though African Americans in America don't experience poverty, as if though we've been born with a silver spoon in our mouth all this time. Most of you just started getting money. All of our parents from in the 80s, 70s, and 60s was struggling. They ain't have no money. But MTR want you to believe that we were all rich, having a great old time. But see, Just Pearly, she been raised in a mansion her whole life from a little girl. So the YouTube success that she have right now, that's light. She always had money. Now she has more money, but this is not new to her. Y'all just trying to ride her coattail because she's your new Kevin Samuels. Let's get to the tapes, man. We thoroughly breaking down this video, fam. Make sure you get the likes up and hit that Cash App, bro. Let's go.
Jobs for them. When they come over here and they see the white picket fences and say, oh, the American dream.
The white picket fences. We have white picket fences in the hood? No, we don't. Last time I checked, most so-called African Americans is a paycheck away from being homeless. Some of you, if you don't pay your mortgage or rent this month, you're gonna be behind. Most of you, you get paid every 2 weeks. One of your paychecks go to your rent. I said, one of your paychecks go to your rent. But MTR want you to believe that you're living the American dream. Isn't that amazing? Let's go.
That's absolutely true.
I know.
Immigrants, more often than not, will work harder than those that grow up within this, that don't have an understanding of what it is outside of this. That's absolutely true.
Wow. Do you see how he downplayed everything she said? He agrees with her, y'all. He agrees with her 100%. This is crazy, bro.
Shout out to T with a $20 super chat. Messed up my first super chat. Just wanted to say how surprised I was to see you live on Pearl's pod the other day. Great job on there. Thank you so much, T. Lately, you become my go-to. You my first super chat. Kevin would be proud. Thank you so much, T. I appreciate the $20 super chat. I'm mad you messed up the first one, but thank you for saying it another. I'm gonna keep it funky. All right. Shout out to The Ruckus for the $5 super chat. The issue is MTR. Nobody can talk about us but us. Another form of non-accountability, part of the masculinity.
Wow. You see that? You see, some of his people and his supporters that are hitting that super chat are basically telling him that we should not be talking about our issues on a Caucasian platform. You should never be doing that. And what's interesting is MTR's partner is pro-black, and he don't believe in doing that with those people. You got to understand that. I cannot start a platform and all my videos is me talking about Caucasian people and how they live, what their life is like, what their family is like, and that's all I talk about. They got to be looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, who are you to talk about our problems and our issues? Why are you talking about our culture and our upbringing? Obviously, I'm doing it for monetary gain, because talking about their communities and what they're doing, how does that benefit me? It only benefits me based on monetary gain. So when Just Pearly have all of you ninjas on her broadcast talking about your problems in your community, how is that benefiting her? You see? It's all for the money. How come you don't see Just Pearly talking about Caucasian people problems? Why she ain't talking about the divorce amongst Caucasian women and men and this and that and all the failures and the problems? Look, I'm gonna do a reaction video to a video with Just Pearly that's gonna surprise a lot of you. Just Pearly is not qualified to talk. Just Pearly is not qualified to talk about relationships. She's not qualified to talk about family when her family is out of order. Stay tuned. We're going to talk about that one, fam. Trust and believe it. Let's get back to the job.
She didn't say anything about us. She talked about immigrants and she talked about Americans.
Wow. MTR just said that Just Pearly was not speaking about us, black people. That's what MTR just said. That she was not talking about black people. Listen.
I'm gonna back it up so we can listen to it again.
What's the point of backing it up and listening to it again? Why don't you just let the tape play so we can hear the whole show? You heard it already. You supposed to be doing reaction videos. How come you can't see that she's talking about black people? Your partner just said that she's talking about black people. The business channel just said she's talking about black people. But you acting like you heard something else. See, I'm hearing all these YouTubers talking about people having selective outrage. But yet MTR is having selective hearing for some odd reason. He's hearing what he want to hear. Shout out to V-Dub, man, for the partnership. Appreciate his support. Let's get back into the tape, y'all.
She talked about immigrants and she talked about Americans.
Wow.
I'm gonna back it up. Maybe I missed something within that. Shout out to Sierra Turner with a $10 super chat. I don't think what she said was racist, maybe in poor taste, but in the full video from Jason. Okay, Jason. Oh, Jason, Black. She talked about how the movie Roots was exaggerated. What? How bad slavery was. Maybe people were mad at that. The full video. So O'Shea's gonna go over that part, I assume. Shout out Sierra. I appreciate the $10 super chat.
It's very annoying with him clicking that damn alarm, that bullhorn crap. I cannot stand that sound effect, fam. You know what I'm saying? But notice how he's making light of the situation. He totally ignored everything. And he's not even playing the tape. People gonna end up telling him, could you just play the tape and stop talking?
Let me see. I think I might have missed another one as well. Shout out to Reject City Prejudice Things. Okay. Shout out for the $10 super chat.
People that are...
We're going to re-listen to that again just to make sure that I didn't hear that incorrectly.
He just keep rewinding the tape.
No. And that's not a...
Hold on.
The immigration discussion.
Hold on. Okay, let's go.
African Americans. So I want to play that clip and let's see if he's right.
I wonder what Miss Pearly thinks of African immigrants versus Black Americans, specifically descendants of slaves, foundationals. I wonder what she thinks of that. If we get into the immigration discussion, I wonder what she's gonna say.
Okay.
If you ask her about that.
Okay. Now he says immigrants versus foundational Black. Okay, got it.
Brace yourselves, all of her supporters.
I'm bracing.
And
notice how he's acting like he's not hearing it, man. He's literally playing dumb at this point, y'all.
It's not a conservative position, especially not 50 million people in 10 years.
Right.
Because America's got 300 million. So, you know, what is that? 1/6 of the population in 10 years.
And so why is that?
Why does he support that?
No, why are you against pro? Because in my head, see...
So it sounds like the guy is saying he's anti-immigration and she's saying she's pro-immigration.
Hire people from Africa, right? Shout out Blessing.
Yeah.
And I just see like...
Shout out Blessing. She says she's hired people from Africa, so she'd be pro-immigration.
Do you see how he's not focusing on the purpose and the points that's being made? He's literally playing games. He's acting like he's not hearing what's going on here. Let's get back to this.
Work ethic of people that are like...
Notice she said work ethic.
Not from America. And they often work harder than the people that are from America.
Let me also tell you guys a short story as well.
Now notice what's going on here because he's going back to him talking more and giving short stories. Pearly said that the people from Africa work harder than the people from America. The only reason and why she can know that or feel that way is because she hire Africans to work for her. That means she most likely had probably African Americans working for her and may have had a bad experience. And for some reason now, she's generalizing all Black people in America based on one incident that happened to her. Let's listen to what MTR have to say.
Pearl has shared this with me. I don't know if she wants this getting out. There was someone within her network. This is a Black American woman.
Notice, to all the sisters, Just Pearly and MTR was talking about you. Just Pearly and him have conversations about African American women, and notice how he started laughing at you. Notice how he started to laugh at you. I need for you ladies to let that marinate. Let it sit right there. Let it marinate. Just let it marinate. MTR said that Just Pearly, a Caucasian woman, and him was talking about a situation that involved a Black woman like you. And he starts to laugh. He starts to laugh at you. Listen to the tape. Let's go.
That stole from her.
Wow.
and tried to extort her after stealing from her. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
That's all he's gonna say about that. So him and Just Pearly been gossiping on the phone like women. I mean, she's a woman, which would make him gossip like a woman. My point is, they were gossiping about you ladies, and they were talking about how African-American women that she allegedly had working for her was stealing from her. And MTR know the story, but he didn't tell you the whole story. He just told you piece, which means that MTR have secrets. And he also have a negative predisposition against you ladies to begin with. And this is why MTR has been recruited to come on Just Pearly, along with Melanie King, to continue to put African-American women down based on the problems that they might have in that community, rather than bringing solutions and results. Because, I mean, when you think about this, people like MTR, people like Melanie King, none of them are married. None of them have a stable, long-term relationship where they can teach and tell you sisters, this is the game. They don't have no results. So what you have are unqualified people talking about you ladies in a negative light for monetary gain on a Caucasian platform. Let that make sense. Let it make sense, man. Let's get back to the tape.
So maybe in her mind, she's referencing that person.
Wow. If that's the case, MTR, that would make her situation worse, because that would mean that she's generalizing all black people based off of an experience she had with one woman. That's racist. If that would be racist right there. So to all you YouTubers that are saying, oh, Just Pearly is not racist, based on the statement MTR just said right there, that would be racist by the pure definition. Because to generalize an entire group of people based off of a bad experience you had and assume that African Americans don't work hard enough more than people that live in Africa that come to her to work, that would be racist. That would mean that because that means she haven't had no Africans that stole from her. So what about when an African steal from her? What about if it comes to pass in the future that Blessing steals from her? Then who is she going to recruit for her show? You see what I mean? Man, this guy is a trip, bro. Let's go.
But no, because she doesn't say race within this. Hold on, let's keep listening.
Notice, he's still saying that she don't bring up race in this. He's not paying attention and he's not doing a good reaction. The guy's a clown.
So in my head, it's like, wouldn't it help us economically if we had more, like, if they had a certain like mindset in order?
Well,
yeah, she didn't say race, guys. She said American.
Wow, wow, wow. He's implying that Just Pearly was just talking about all America, meaning white, Asian, that all of us, we just don't work hard enough. So MTR want you folks to believe that white Americans, Asian Americans, that they don't work hard enough more than Africans in Africa. That's what he want you to believe. We're talking about the white infrastructure that has all of these skyscrapers built, all of this stuff that is built up over here. MTR want you to believe that people in Africa work harder. He's downplaying the situation, y'all. He know good and well she's talking about black men and women over here, but he don't want it to be that way because he's not trying to step on anyone's toes. This is what's going on here. He's trying to please massa. Let's get to the tape.
Is he gonna just throw on the race thing on top of this? Shout out to Skater Vlogs with a $10 super chat. Keep going. She made a light joke about blessing. Okay, I'll keep going, bro. I'm trying to really understand the situation. This is live, by the way. So I don't really have the privilege of having the opportunity to like just think about this shit. Okay.
Wow. Isn't that interesting? So let me get this straight. You don't have the time or the opportunity to think about it, but you claim that you do reaction videos. So that's how you do your videos. You got to think about it first. You just don't know how to react. Guys, this guy is not a credible source when it comes to reactions. Let's go.
I don't have that. Anyway, let's just keep going.
I told you were gonna get your hearts and your feelings and your souls broken. There's no way you can defend her now and sit up here and say you cool with it. She just outright told you, well, they work harder than people. Now you know she means black.
Look at his face.
She didn't say black.
Wow. Wow. Look at him, y'all. This is the same guy who said that he's holding her accountable. Look at what he just said, that she didn't say black people when she's talking about black people. Look.
They work harder than people. Now you know she means black.
Hold up.
Wow. He's laughing at us, man.
This is what y'all stopped my stream for. I was having a good stream.
Notice he said, this is what y'all stopped my stream for. He said, this is why y'all stopped my stream for. Let's go.
I was having a fantastic stream.
Wow. Making light of the whole situation. In other words, y'all interrupted my stream to bring up this, which means not only is he going at his audience, but he's also disrespecting the business channel by saying his video was a waste of time. This is what he's doing.
And y'all stopped my stream for this.
Wow.
I thought y'all fucked with me.
Man. He's saying, I thought y'all rock with me. I thought y'all F with me. Y'all stopped my stream for this?
I thought that y'all rode for me. I thought that y'all had my best interests in mind. This is why y'all stopped my goddamn stream.
This is how he's
This
talking.
is a wonderful, what's today?
He's talking to his audience
Thursday.
like this.
I lose track of time now because I'm an entrepreneur. It's a goddamn beautiful Thursday afternoon, all right? I just wanted to have a quick stream. I just wanted to have a good time up here. I wanted to enjoy myself with the empty army, with the family. And this is what you stopped my motherfucking stream for.
Do you see how he's antagonizing his audience and scolding his audience? Do you see what he's doing? This is what MTR is doing, fam. Yeah. This is crazy, right? So you ain't gonna get this from nobody else. I thoroughly have to break this down so that you can see how he really is. He's angry at this point because he's like, this is why you stopped me. This is for this. Notice he's not letting the video play because he don't want it to play. Let's go.
All right, I got things to do. I got people to see. I got viscous innards to slay. You know the amount of viscous innards I have left on the table since going to London? MTR, come back, we miss you.
Now notice what he's saying. He's saying that he got some women to slay. This is the guy that's supposed to be teaching you about dating, family, relations, but he believes in pump and dumping women. He's telling his audience, y'all wasting my time with this story. I got women to slay. I got to get some cooch. This is what he's telling you, the people. It's crazy. Let's go.
I'll be back, babies. All right. I got some shit to handle. I got some work to do. Please come back.
He's acting like he's some sort of ladies' man, some sort of this, some sort of that. This guy is pathetic. This guy is a clown, bro. Like straight up and down. See, if you're a man and you're really about your business, whether you got women or not, you ain't all over YouTube talking about, you know, I got to get this woman and I got to get that and I could do this and you don't got time for all of that. Just keep it humble. You know, you got to be discreet with what you do as a man. But let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
Mr. Fantastic Strokes. Your hips, they're so strong. They're so meaty and full of force and power.
He's telling people about his strokes, about this and about that. This is the same clown that had the pineapple lady on his show. This is the same guy. Did you hit it, bruh? And to that sister for being on his show, this is the dude you rock with? This is sad, fam. Like, all you ladies y'all gotta do better than this, fam. Like, real talk, man. This is crazy. And see, this is why when you collaborate with people in these YouTube streets, it end up embarrassing you, because it's like you're guilty by association. So it's like when he's going through this nonsense, people gonna pull up your name, throw you in the mix because of your association with people. That's why I roll solo, man. You know, at the end of the day, this is why I roll solo. If your phone is buffering, it's your phone. Restart your phone. It has nothing to do with us. Let's get back to the tape.
I'll be back soon. You know? And I come back, and this is the content that I want to do. Y'all stop me for this? Now you know.
Wow.
She means black people. She didn't say black.
Do you see how he just said she didn't say black people? Guys, you fellas in the space that are still rocking with MTR, y'all got a choice to make, fam. This dude is being real disrespectful towards our people. And he's caping for Just Pearly at the same time. And he did this before he made his video talking about he holding her accountable, because he looked back at his video and he realized he's not looking good. Probably got a phone call from his partner saying, yo, you need to clean that up, bro. Like, seriously. You looking bad, fam. That live stream you did where you said she wasn't talking about black people, they gonna get you for that, bro. I suggest you come out with a video and you know, correct that situation. He most likely got that phone call, y'all. Let's go.
Oh, okay. We in our feelings today, huh?
Wow, we in our feelings. So all of us are in our feelings. Do you see how he's making it light and he's mocking us by laughing and making jokes and facial expressions? You cannot take a man like this serious, y'all.
Did she say black?
Wow.
Am I tripping? Did she say that? Oh, but we in our feelings today. Ah, pitchforks. Pitchforks for the Karen.
Wow.
Big pitchforks for the... Oh, we needed a reason.
Now, remember, Just Pearly said that she's in support of Karens. Put a 1 in the chat if you've seen the live show that I just did yesterday or the day before yesterday where we talked about it. And she said that she's in agreement with Karens. So it's very apparent that this is what MTR supports. Now, when it comes to doing the reaction videos, fam, I'm number 1. I do a thorough breakdown. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I give you the receipts. I show the tape, and I play it for you. Let's get back to this. Let's go.
We needed a reason to talk shit. We needed it. This is what y'all got me on. Is this what y'all got me on? I thought that y'all bang with me. Do we got a whole bunch of imposters down into the goddamn chat? Should I put on the goddamn subscriber only in the chat shit?
Notice how he's threatening to put the chat on subscriber only because he in his feelings now. See, this is not a man, y'all. This is a straight up coward. I'm just being honest, fam. Dude having a straight up meltdown live on the air. Having a total meltdown. This is what happens, man, when you sell out, fam. This is what happens. This is how it looks when a black man sell out. And I don't even know if dude is black, to be honest with you, because he's showing all the other, you know, talking points and the way he's mocking and making fun. I'm like, there's no way this dude rock for the black community, man. And see, those that are from the white community, I know they could look at this situation and they don't like what they seeing. I know you got Caucasian people looking at this and they like, they not even black, and they could look at this situation and they could see that this ain't right. This definitely ain't right. Because as a black man, I don't have no business starting a platform talking about white people issues and this with white people, and my whole channel is predominantly white folk issues. That is not cool. If I'm gonna talk about any issues, I should be talking about black people issues. Now, if I make videos that are general in terms of advice for all people, then I make that very known. But when you look at Just Pearly's platform, all you have is so-called Negroes putting themselves down with no solutions, all for entertainment. Do you understand me? Just Pearly is all about entertainment. And this is something that y'all don't understand. It's all entertainment. It's not about education. Now, you could be entertaining and educate at the same time, but her platform goal is primarily entertainment. That's it. You understand? Entertainment. That's all it's about. It's just like the so-called interview that they had on Obsidian's channel with Just Pearly. That was a total disaster. That stream was a disaster. It was an entire disaster. I don't know why you guys embarrassing yourselves like this, man. Y'all ain't getting no sort of credibility in these YouTube streets, fam. This is sad.
Cause God for damn, she didn't say that. But you know she means black people. Axar Jim Duggan for the WWE versus Roddy Piper for the heavyweight championship of the world. With Hulk Hogan coming out of nowhere. Oh, I see you, brother. Who is the Bushwhackers? You ain't the 80s, baby, till you know who the fucking Bushwhackers are. What's up? Bushwhackers down into the building. What's up with my 80s babies? I grew up on WWF, not that WWE bullshit. It was an entertainment when I grew the fuck up. This shit was the Federation. You understand me? These bastards was the Federation. We thought that shit was real. We was jumping off the fucking couches, suplexing niggas off the top turnbuckle, because we thought that motherfucking shit was real. Now this nigga bringing back the voice for fake.
Wow. Notice how he just took another shot at the business channel right there. You see that? Now, this is the same dude that gave him a shout out. This is why I don't rock with none of these clowns in these spaces, bro. These brothers is fake, bro. Straight up and down, fake. You shouted out the business channel earlier because you said you did some reactions with him. And then, now you mocking him and mocking his voice again. You see what I mean? Rather than him focusing on the context of the issue, he's not doing that. He's stalling still to protect the queen.
That, really? Now you know she means black. Now you know. This is the type of, how do I say this? This is the type of speech that inspired BLM.
Wow. He's saying that inspired Black Lives Matter, yo. That's what he just said. This is sad.
Now you know. Now you know what she was. Now you know, brother. Brother, you understand me, brother? You know, brother. Now you know she meant black.
Really?
Bro.
How many of you ladies find him funny? I want to know. Like, I want to know. You ladies really think that this is funny? Like, do you find that this guy is like amusing, funny? Because for some reason, he must think that this is attractive. This is a serious situation, and he's busy being a clown. He's not taking this thing serious. So if you've been associated with MTR, this is gonna make you look bad, bro. And if you're a sister and you work with this clown, and this is how he conduct themselves on social media on a serious note like this is a serious situation. This is not something to play with.
Oh, y'all so mad right now. You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna go off in the video. Maybe there's some other shit. Maybe some other shit in the video.
And y'all accept his so-called holding Just Pearly accountable. You literally support that video. You accept his video. How could you accept his video when he's doing this? He did this video before he came out with the other one that he's holding her accountable, because he got a phone call from somebody. Somebody gave him that phone call and was like, fam, don't delete your main video. come out with another video because you got to clean this mess up. This is not looking good. You're going to end up making us all look bad. It's going to mess up business. People not going to want to rock with us because you have to understand this type of issue can damage your reputation in YouTube. It's serious. It's not a game. And the way he's conducting himself on this video here is a problem. Let's get into this. Let's go.
And I'm speaking too much, but goddamn that. Okay, let's listen. Okay, we back up in there. We back up in there. Shout out to ASKD. I don't know. It looked like you just put your elbow in your keyboard for your screen name. Shout out my brother for the $20 super chat. Damn it, keep playing the video. You keep replaying the same part. Stop talking. Listen.
Notice that somebody just told him, play the video. You keep rewinding it back. Just play the video. His audience is paying super chats to tell him this.
All right, my brother. I'm cutting up for a little bit, all right? I can't cut up. Shout out, my brother. Appreciate it. $20 super chat. Let's go.
I like my African immigrants. They work harder than people from America.
So in this first clip, I thought it was sort of a reach because she's just saying
O'Shea thinks it's a reach too.
Notice how he's answering for his partner without even hearing the tape. You notice that? He's answering for his partner before hearing the tape. Why? Because he's trying to get his partner to agree with him. He agreed with it. He's reaching, but he didn't listen to what his partner had to say. Keep watching. Let's go.
Americans, and he's trying to insinuate that she's saying black people are African Americans. So I really couldn't nail her on that particular talking point, right?
You see that? Do you see what he's doing there? He's trying to use his partner as if though she didn't say black people. That's what he's trying to imply. But he's not listening. This is why he do poor reaction videos. I thought he would have did a good job by reacting to this and come clean. But based on what I'm seeing here, when it comes to reaction videos, MTR, you're not good at it, bro. You're not good at it at all because I see what you're doing. You're literally acting like you're not hearing. You have selective hearing. You're hearing what you want to hear at this point. But let's get to this. Watch his facial expression change. Watch this.
It gets worse. Jason Black does a yeoman's job in really nailing her to the cross on this next point.
Now, notice his partner says that it gets worse. It gets worse. And his facial expression switched up. Started to laugh a little bit because he thinks this is a game.
This is going to be a point about being on time, and you're going to hear what Nick Fuentes has to say about black people after that. I'm going to play that particular clip right there, and then we'll come back.
Very industrious.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't believe that he allowed y'all to reach like that. And
he's still laughing at us, bro. So all you Negroes, fam, that keep supporting this guy, something wrong with you, man. Something is wrong with our people where we're so forgiving of people that destroy our name, put us down, laugh and mock it. Listen, look at what happened with the situation with Kyrie and Yee. Whether you agree with them or not, we're not here to debate that. But notice what those other people did. You know who they are. They had these brothers make apologies publicly, go visit places, take some classes. Notice how the other nations do our people when we speak about things. Even if we're being truthful, doesn't matter. If they feel offended, they come for you. But when it comes to our people, we let everybody abuse us. We let everybody talk crap about us, and we just give them a pass. We don't hold nobody accountable. And this is why the other nations don't respect us. This is why. Let's go.
on. Shout out to Wits End, member for 5 months. I don't see any lies for real. It's a mixed bag. Generation thing too. Mindsets, etc. Love your craft. The Bushwhackers, 80s, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to Wits End in the building.
I mean, there are a lot of people that would like to be a YouTuber because they'd like to hear, they'd like people.
Okay, now let me back up just a little bit more here because he's talking about people being hardworking. He's talking about people in general from various other places. I think he mentioned Germany. But I want you to get the full context of this, so when she says what she says, it smacks you upside the back of the head like a cinder block.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, STEM, no. They all said I was crazy. Who's laughing now? Who's laughing now?
what?
Austin.
Who's Austin?
Well, but hey, you're very industrious.
Yeah.
You know, there are a lot of people that would like to be a YouTuber because they'd like to hear, they'd like people to care about their opinions and like what they ate for lunch and, you know, things about my life that just make sense or whatever. But how many people could make a company and deal with the things you deal with? You know, like recruiting
she
you know,
deals with a lot.
I mean, not on the same scale as you, but I do things and it's tough. You know, it's a business. It's fun not in front of the camera, but behind the scenes, it's a business.
Yes.
And that is a German attribute, to be industrious. I'm Italian. The only times I'm on time for things is when I like get the time wrong, when I think I'm supposed to be there way earlier than I'm actually supposed to be there. Because I thought I was supposed to be here at 3.
Oh, really?
That's why I texted you. I texted you, I'm on my way, because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
Where are all the folks?
Okay, hold up.
Because I thought I was supposed to be here at 3.
Oh, really?
That's why I texted you. I texted you, I'm on my way, because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
Where are all the folks who said I was a hater? Where are all the folks who were sitting up here saying, well, Jason, you reaching, you stretching? Where are all of them now? I want
Notice his facial expressions.
to know where all of them are after tonight. Yeah, ha, 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 he. What's so...
Okay, hold up.
Now at this portion here, he's gonna act like he heard something that in his ears didn't sound right. Keep listening.
Hold on.
This dude is fake, man. He's totally fake.
Yeah.
Now.
Hold on. I want to hear that one more time.
Why do this guy need to hear anything one more time? Like, what's the point of him keep rewinding back? It's sad, man.
That's why I texted you. Time wrong, when I think I'm supposed to be there way earlier than I'm actually supposed to be there. Because I thought I was supposed to be here at 3.
Oh, really?
That's why I texted you. I texted you, I'm on my way, because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. All right.
Wow, he was more late because he's black. But yet MTR said they're not talking about black people. Let's hear what he got to say. Let's see how he do.
All right. I understand now. Hold on, soldier. Okay, that one's a little bit different. Yeah. One more time. Hold on. Guys, I'm looking at this raw. Hold on. Give me a second.
This dude is gonna rewind the tape back again, y'all. Could you believe that? He's rewinding back the tape again.
That's why I texted you. I texted you, I'm on my way, because I thought I was already 10 minutes late when I was leaving.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Blessing was more late African.
Well, he's black.
Yeah.
Where are all the...
Okay, wait. Should I listen to his comments first? Okay, before I listen to his comments afterward, let me give you guys my take. I just heard it 2 or 3 times right now. I do not like that she called out top producer Blessing, who's from Africa, he's Nigerian, into a conversation about being late. The dude called out him being from Italy and talking about he's late. Why not just leave it at him being late as an Italian? In case you guys don't know, every melanated race on this planet has a CP time joke. Italians, Indians, they all talk about how they're late to things. The only one that doesn't have a colored people time joke is white people. They don't have that joke. That's not in their culture. I was actually surprised. Like when I
Notice what he just said there about white people. He said they don't have that joke. But earlier he just finished saying that Pearly and Nick was talking about how Africans work harder than Americans, meaning all Americans. But now he just switched it up. Keep that in mind. This guy's a joke.
in different circumstances, especially like with an MBA school and shit like that, the Indians would be like, oh yeah, we on Indian time. And I'm like, the fuck is Indian time? Like, I thought Indian time was on time. They're like, no, we're like always late to different functions and shit like that. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know, black people got that shit too. They were like, word? Like, it was like new news to them. Them talking about that amongst themselves is one thing. Her then calling out Blessings for being late for African is a bit weird to me. That's a bit weird to me because Blessings, he's the top producer. He doesn't want to be on camera at all. So why call that out? Now, I will also say this, and this is a perspective because I was over there. There was a joke that I took it as a joke when I heard it during the time that I was there. It was something to do because a couple of days I was late, right? Because where we ended up getting the hotel it turned out to be an hour away from where Pearly was at. So because of that, and then traffic in London traffic's like New York City traffic is absolutely incredible. There's a couple of times that we were late, as well as they like to film late. So you get back to the crib, you wake up in the morning, you tired, da-da-da. So there's a couple of times I was just like, yo, sorry for being late, da-da-da.
Do you see how he's just rambling on? Not making no sense. This is like he's just rambling on, not making no points. Just wasting everybody's time.
And then Blessing said something like, oh no, we usually start around this time. And then Pearl was like, but we're trying to start earlier, right? And was looking at Blessing. Also, let me say this as well. Pearl and Blessing are like this. Let me also say this. Pearl and Blessing are like this. You guys don't understand that context. Let me also say this as well.
He's basically trying to downplay the situation by saying that whether she said what she said, it wasn't really offensive to him. She was just joking, blah, 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 blah. He's not holding her accountable. He's not. So the second video that he made about her was a waste of time, if you really think about it.
They're so close. She relies on him so much as being the top producer that some nights out the week, he just sleeps on one of the couches because of how dedicated that he is into making the content work.
So let me get this straight. You're telling me that you believe that what she said was right in terms of Africans working harder than African Americans. You don't believe she was talking about black people. And you said that immigrants, when they come over here, they don't have a pot to piss in, but they're able to be more successful. But yet, he's sleeping on a couch. So he's sleeping on a couch rather than in his own home. So basically, he's a slave. Basically, he's an in-house studio slave, making sure that her content is good by staying in the house. So that's how hard Africans work. That's what you're suggesting right now. You're literally telling the public that Just Pearly have Africans that she hire that are sleeping on a couch in the studio just to make sure that her content is top notch. That would be considered slavery. That means they don't even have time to go home. Do they even have a home? How is she paying these people? He don't have a home that he could go to and come back in the morning to the studio and he's sleeping on the couch? That sounds a little bad. That sounds very bad. Not even a little. problematic, fam. Imagine that. You working for Just Pearly, she's making millions, but you're sleeping on a couch just to do a video. It's crazy, man. And all you people out there that are talking about what you hope I do in terms of video, when have you hit the Cash App? When have you supported the stream via Super Chat? I got a lot of people sending me DM messages like, yo, could you do a video about this? Could you do a video about that? Nah, I'm not doing no video about anything. When are you gonna hit the Cash App? What you take this for? Like, I'm doing my job right now. Are you putting money in the collection plate? I wanna know, are you doing that? See, I gotta call this out because a lot of you folks, you like watching the videos. You like hearing me break things down, but you don't support nothing. But you'll go to MTR and you'll hit his super chat for him to pander towards you and lie. Right? Okay, cool. Keep waiting for that video. Let's get back to this.
Okay. So you have coworkers that are tight. They're super duper duper tight. So I think to a degree she felt comfortable in calling him out. So to the average user, it looks weird as shit.
Do you see how he's downplaying it? Do you see how he's not making it of any importance? But yet he made a video claiming he's holding her accountable. Okay.
And I will say, it does look weird as shit because he wasn't in the conversation at all. So why bring up top producer? He's from Nigeria. He's always late.
You look dumb, bro.
I think that's weird. I think it's
Notice how he's looking up, looking all over the place, can't find himself. All of this is happening in real time. So he's nervous. You see what I'm saying? But this is what happens, fam, when you're a sellout. Let's go.
Understanding the context of their business relationship, but then also
Notice how he's talking, he can't look into the camera. Notice when you see me talking, you see me looking directly into the camera. Similar to when you're having an interview for a job, they teach you that, you know, having good eye contact when you're talking to people is very important. You cannot be in an interview and be talking and be looking over here like, yeah, you know, and looking all around and stuff like that. Once I see somebody looking like that, it's like they all over the place. Like, I can't trust you. I can't trust nothing you're doing because you're not looking at me direct. You know what I mean? Some people get a little uncomfortable looking at people eye to eye, but that's how you see where they really are. When you look at him, look at the tape, he can't look straight forward.
Understanding how that is perceived to everyone else that's looking at this, I think that this deserves a response from Pearl. I'll be honest. We gotta hold Pearl accountable for explaining that because
notice he's saying we gotta hold Pearl accountable, but he agreed with everything that she said.
It seems to, I saw the ones down into the shop, it seems to have riled enough of a response where she should respond to that and give some type of response of what it is that she mean by that. So what does it continue to confuse people? Because here's the thing, guys. Let me give you guys another perspective as well. There's top producer, which is Blessing. Super talented, brother. Like I said, I need a top producer in Atlanta.
Bro, stop bootlicking this guy already, fam. Stop bootlicking. Please, just get to the point already.
There's King producer. So she has at least 2 producers. They're both from Nigeria.
So everybody's a producer, but she don't produce anything. That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Behind the scenes, melanated skin are doing the producing. While Just Pearly, oh, she gets the check. Bars. See, you have a lot of content creators that they act like they're content creators, but they're not really creating anything. They have people behind the scenes that's doing the creating. You see what I mean? They have other people behind the scenes that's working the cameras, that's working the switchboards and the soundboards, and they're doing the editing and on the software and the graphics and all this other stuff. They don't do anything. All they do is just sit down and tell people, yeah, do this. Okay, looks good. Okay, cool, cool. All right, here's your compensation. Here's your compensation. but they supposed to be content creators. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the tape.
Dope ass brothers. Actually, King producer, we went out one of these nights. We went out one of the nights before.
That's a good point you just brought up right there. That's a good point. Beauty Mystery says, right. So who's really the lazy one? That's a good point. Very good point. Because if the black people are the ones behind the scenes making sure that her productions are top notch, that means that black people are doing all the work. But Just Pearly is not doing anything. So what work is she doing? So she's not really industrious. Because other people are doing the work. Similar to the Plantation. Ah, yeah. Well, we have to go there. We have to go there. That's how it's looking. And somebody else is doing the hard work while Massa is collecting the money, fam. That's crazy, man. When you really look at it, that's exactly what's going on here. Let's get back to the tapes. Let's go.
For previously, and Super Dude got to know a lot about his background, the reason that he was in London from Nigeria. Super Dude,
bro, how much times are you gonna bootlick this guy? How much times? He's a super dude, but he sleeps on a couch. Okay.
We went out to mini golf and everything. It was a group.
So you went out with a man. You're the same guy that was talking about strokes and all the women that you getting, but you went out with a man. Hey, to each his own. You want to do that? That's your, hey, whatever you do behind closed doors, fam. It is what it is. That's what you do. Let's go.
We went out to mini golf and shit like that. Super cool dude. The other people that she has on her staff, she has talent signed to her. King Riches, shout out to King Riches.
Talent signed to her? So wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you content creators have been struggling for years to build your platforms, you sign with Massa? You sign. So if you sign with Massa, that means you're using her studio. So this would explain a lot of you content creators using her setup. So that means by you signing with her, she's getting a cut from what you make. So that means you guys, wow, y'all on the plantation. You really think about it, you guys are on the plantation. I ain't know content creators sign with other YouTubers to be under them. Like, I ain't know this is what you guys are doing. You won't catch me signing with nobody. We roll completely solo over here. Sign? That's crazy. Rather than these guys work and do their own thing, they're signing with her to get paid. That's sad.
Auntie Jenny, shout out to Auntie Jenny. So she's employing black people.
She's employing black people. When will the cycle end? When will we as a people? Imagine that. You guys are content creators on YouTube and you're being employed by Just Pearly. That's sad. That's beyond sad, man. So you guys aren't relevant enough to do your own content, build up your brand, build up your name, and earn your own money, that you rather sell out, sign with Just Pearly in order to get a steady flow of income. That is sad, bro. This is, man. Wow, man. Kevin must be proud of you guys. He must be proud of you guys.
And
so much for high value when you think about it. I just gotta say it, fam.
Think that she should address that right there. I absolutely think that she should. But there's still, this is just only halfway of the video, so I'm assuming that there's more. All right, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going. Shout out to the super chats that are coming through. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this. Shout out to Zen Maddie with a $5 super chat. She didn't bring up that she's late because he's black. She said he was late. Then he said because he's black. And then she just laughed and shrugged it off. Yeah, like I said before, I think that this deserves a response. I agree. I agree. The first one, that was different. She didn't mention race. He brought in race.
Do you see how he just downplayed the situation? The whole time she was talking about black people, Nick was talking about black people, but MTR is saying she never mentioned black people. You can't trust him, y'all. I don't trust him.
Right. So this one's a little bit different. This one's directly related to race. Shout out to Freedom's March $5 super chat. Blessings and Pearly are tight. Yeah, they're super tight. So perhaps she feels comfortable being microaggressive. That's what happens when white folk get comfortable. Word. All right, listen, I'm halfway within this video of O'Shea, so let's just keep going, guys.
The folks who said I was a hater. Where are all the folks who were sitting up here saying, well, Jason, you reaching, you stretching? Where are all of them now? I want to know where all of them are after tonight. Yeah.
My bad, I missed a super chat. Shout out to $20 super chat from Byron, $20 super chat. The next point about time is a reach as well, because American and UK blacks joke about not being on time. We all joke about CPT. Yeah, the CPT is like all melanated people joke about CPT time.
He's downplaying everything, y'all. This guy is a joke.
Thank you so much, Dope Bro, for the $20 super chat. Shout out to Mr. Donnie Mac for the $10 super chat. CPT is a farming joke. European farmland is much less forgiving. Like you said, only 3 months of good weather. Facts in London town. Melanated communities have more grace when it comes to time. Shout out, bro. Appreciate the $10 super chat. Let's keep going.
Yeah, ha ha ha, he. What's so damn funny? What's so damn funny now? Oh yeah, before this is over, I'm gonna name names. What's so damn funny now?
Name names about what?
You can't lie and say you didn't see this. Jason Black has been talking about this now for over a year, for about 2 years now. And I've been naming this chick in particular.
For 2 years?
Yes, for 2 years. Jason Black been covering these stories. That's a fact. See, one thing about me, fam, that you can count on is that when it comes to these YouTube streets, right? A lot of these guys, they're always holding back flowers. They don't give people their just due. And a lot of content creators been talking about issues behind the scenes for a while, and everybody's acting like they don't hear it. This is how it is in these spaces. Now they're hearing the situation regarding Just Pearly. So he's acting surprised like he don't know. But yet in the beginning of the stream, he gave him a shout out and said that he used one of his reaction videos, which means he's most likely subscribed to him. So he saw the video. Trust and believe that, fam. Let's get back to this.
Said it from day one. Hey, she doesn't need to be given any space around here. I said it the whole time. Where are the folks who are sitting up criticizing me now?
I appreciate the super chat, Beauty Mystery. Appreciate the super chat.
Because you're going to have to justify this. And you're going to have to justify why it is that Jason said it the whole time and you were defending it the whole time and you're just now saying something. By the way, yeah, you all thought she was going to leave it alone. That wasn't Fuentes who brought up the black people this time. He talked about him being late, and then she brings up the black folk around her. You know, those cute little African that she has working for her. She's the one who brings
African
them
what?
up.
So guys, you can argue a lot of things, but what?
Here's the thing. Outside of his WWE screaming.
Notice WWE screaming. He took another shot at Jason Black right there. More disrespect. Do you see what I mean? But see, these guys want to act like they're giving you props. Oh, shout out to this one and shout out to that one. Listen. As a content creator on YouTube, I have to give you the truth. In these spaces, you really have no friends. You don't. In these spaces, I'm talking about from a creator's perspective. Most people hate one another. jealous of one another, compete against one another, and it's coming mainly from so-called Negroes. I cannot speak for Caucasians. Notice how I did that. Notice how I just did that. I cannot speak for Caucasians, Asians, or any other group of people. When it comes to so-called African American people, content creators on YouTube, they are very competitive and they are not friends. It's all about business. A lot of them hate one another, jealous of one another. They don't want you to shine. They'll act like they don't know your name. They won't give you no credit for nothing. They'll never make people know that you taught them, you influenced them. They will never acknowledge that. And this comes primarily from so-called black people, African Americans, in the YouTube streets. This is how they conduct themselves. So don't think that when you come here that you're gonna be able to have a bunch of friends and everybody gonna rock with you. That's not what it's gonna be. When it comes to business, you might be cool with certain creators because it's business. It's about money. But the bottom line is, y'all not friends. Remember, most of these cats didn't even attend Kevin Samuels' funeral. But yet they all act like they his friend. You got one that rock with Just Pearly. You have another one that won't rock because they're pro-black. So they don't want to have no Caucasians involved, especially with talking about certain things. You know what I mean? They're not going to allow that. But see, Melanie King and MTR didn't have no problem going on a Caucasian platform to talk about black issues. To me, that's a sellout and that's disrespectful, because that's like a Caucasian man coming on my platform to talk about his women. No, he should be on his platform talking about that. And if he invite me as a guest, then that's a different story. But you're not supposed to go on a predominantly black channel and talk about issues in the white community. And that's what they do on the Just Pearly platform. Instead, they talk about black issues. And you're not supposed to be doing that. It's not their business. Yes, it's online and people will hear about it, but it's sort of like you're exploiting your people for entertainment, because other ethnic groups are going to Just Pearly for entertainment and to hear about our women being for the streets based on what Melanie King did. That's a disgrace. And remember, that's the same woman who was on some other broadcast talking about she's not holding women accountable, but yet she's on Just Pearly acting like she's holding women accountable. See, all of this is pure hypocrisy, people. This is pure hypocrisy. All for a check, y'all. Let's go.
She did bring it up unprovoked. And like I said, that does deserve a degree of accountability, because I can understand. Here's the thing. Let me say it like this as well.
He's still dancing.
And I don't know how much of the degree of, I don't listen to Jason Black's channel, and that's no slight to him.
But you're subscribed to his channel because you use his video as a reaction. That means that most likely you are subscribed to his channel. Let's stop saying that. Look, in these spaces, we like to say we don't look at people's channels and we don't do this and we don't do that, because again, this is how it is with so-called African Americans. We don't want to give no shine to nobody else. We're jealous and we hate one another. We're so competitive that rather than us doing business, instead we put each other down. Oh, I don't look at his channel. I don't look at that channel. I don't look at this. Listen, I could disagree with certain content creators, not really rock with them. At the same time, I'm going to tune in when it's a video of importance that need to be watched. Do you understand me? I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I don't watch none of your videos. Never seen a video of yours before in my life. This is how we are in this space. I just thought I'd tell you that. Let's get back to the tape.
I've actually featured his content on my channel before. And because the conversation that he was having with the person he was having it with, I thought...
And to be honest with you, fam, nobody in the space really ever rock with MTR. I'm just being honest with you, fam. Especially, look. I've been here in these YouTube streams since 2006, all right? This guy right here was doing his own thing. You know, he wasn't even around when what is known as a so-called Manosphere was being put together by various men. Nobody was rocking with him. He wasn't somebody that was speaking on behalf of the issues and the different talking points that men in the space was doing. He recently started to do that, especially during the Kevin Samuels era. None of these guys really rock with him. But because his platform grew, and this is sad about this space, once people see subscribers, people think that you're important. How? There's a lot of channels that got a lot of subscribers, and these channels really are not about nothing. But this is how it is in these spaces. But nobody really never rocked with him. But because of his connection with different people, all of a sudden now people hold him up as some sort of figure, when really he is not a pioneer in the space. He is not one who's been here from the beginning of the space. And he's not somebody that is a credible source, especially when it comes to the history of YouTube. He's not. And that's just a fact, and it can't be denied. But I thought I'd say that for your educational purposes. Let's get back to the tape.
It was poignant. I thought it was instrumental, the way that he was able to pull different points together. I thought the way that he talked about that was dynamic. Okay.
Cap.
So outside of all of that stuff, I do agree that there has to be a degree of explanation for that.
Notice how his focus is her needing to be, I guess she have to explain herself on what she said regarding the joke about being on time. He's focusing on the issues regarding her tape that is really not the meat of the message, if you really think about it. The beginning of the tape regarding Africans working harder than black people, and the fact that she talked about how slavery was like it was not even important, and various other things. He totally ignoring all of this type of stuff. Let's get back to it. Let's go.
I think that there has to be a degree of an explanation for that. And the reason why I say that is because
thanks for the support, Green. Thanks for the support.
One of the things that I talk about on my channel is how, because we have such a boundaryless community, that we've allowed our image to be tarnished. We've allowed our image to be disrespected. We've allowed those at the top to appropriate the most negative forms.
Another thing that I want to bring to the public, to the community, is this. Just Pearly, and I got the receipt. I'm gonna report that in another video. I'm gonna try to spread out all of this information across my other platforms as well. So I'm gonna most likely probably do those Just Pearly videos on my other platform. Just Pearly's platform. Now here it is. We got the audio. We're gonna deal with that in another video. Her platform feeds predominantly men. From her own mouth, she said that. She was questioned, and she said the majority of the people who watch her platform, because as a content creator, you could go into your analytics and you can see the demographics of who's watching and who's who and what the age groups are. For her platform, a channel that have over 1 million something subscribers, it is predominantly men. So when a Melanie King come up on her platform and say that African-American women are for the streets and that they're 304s, this is what Melanie King put out. That they're easy to get in bed, having babies out of wedlock. Melanie King said all of this. It's not being used for educational purposes, y'all. It's not. It's being used as entertainment for the men that got issues with those kind of women. These are facts. If her channel is directed towards predominantly men, you have to understand, ladies and gentlemen, I could go into my analytics. Listen, I can go into my analytics and I can bring that up and show that public. I want to know how many of these people on YouTube, these content creators, would go into their analytics. Matter of fact, let's put it out there. The Analytics Challenge by Ringo TV Reactions, to see who most likely look at your channel. Is it men or women or a balance of both? A balance of both. Now, let me see. I don't know if I could do this. Let me see. I just want to see something. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Hold on. Whoops. I must have opened up the app store by mistake. Hold on, let me close this. Okay. Wrong mouse. I want to see something. I just want to see something, you know, because it's very important. Because Just Pearly's platform, it feeds predominantly men. I think Jason Black is actually on right now. Thought I just heard his voice. I'm not sure if he's on. Oh, he is on. Okay, I'll watch the replay. I want to do something real quick. I want to see who's watching my channel. That's what I want to see that. I want to see who's watching my channel. I want to see this. Now, I want to show you this because I want you to see what I'm talking about. Just Pearly made it very clear that the majority of the people watching her platform is men. So if they're talking about black women in a negative light, even if some of the issues might be true or false, depending on that mean that it's entertaining to black men. That mean that black men are being entertained by this type of stuff, right? Hold on a second. Somebody sent me a photo. I don't even know who this person is. Weirdo stuff, fam. I don't know what's going on, but let me see what's going on here. Let me see if I could do this. Let me see. Boom. Now, I don't know if this... Let me see. Yeah, I don't know if you can... I don't know if you'll be able to see this. I don't know. Let me see. See that? Females, 42.8. Men, 57.1. So, based on that stat, that's a balance of people watching my platform. That's a balance. Both men and women watch Ringo TV Raw. I challenge Just Pearly to do that challenge. I challenge all of you content creators to do a challenge of posting the stats of who's viewing your channel the most. My channel is balanced. 57, 42%, that's pretty decent. After all, I am a man, so of course more men should be listening, right? Being that I am a man, more men should be listening, right? So if Just Pearly is a female, if Just Pearly is a woman, then shouldn't women be looking at her channel more so they could get the game on how to be a good woman and this and that? You ain't gonna see that. I bet you all of these female content creators won't do what I just did, because you'll see their stats saying that over 90% men watch their platform. And if you're a female content creator and 90% of men are watching your platform, that means that you are thirst trapping these men. We're just calling it what it is. That mean that no women are frequenting your platform to learn anything. So all you female creators that are talking about the modern woman and how women need to get in shape and all this other stuff, and you always have something to say about black women. If your channel have predominantly men viewing, you ain't doing your job and you're not being effective in the community. That means you're just pandering towards men to get a check. You should be ashamed of yourself. So again, the question remains, how many men are actually viewing Just Pearly just for entertainment? Because they like to hear the issues regarding women. So that means women are not really changing. And I got proof of that. Just Pearly is not even qualified to talk. We're going to talk about that in another stream. Let's get back to this case. Let's go.
The most hostile forms. When I was up at Pearl's stream, there was, shout out to King Riches. He had a stream, and it was much more like a questions regarding black culture, which I was a little bit surprised about, because...
To the person in the chat that says Just Pearly has a channel for wife school, it's a scam. Matter of fact, let me use your comment. Let me use your comment because I'm going to remember you when I do my video. Be very careful what you say. I'm going to use your comment because her whole family is a problem. I got the receipts. I got the receipts, and it's going to shock a lot of people because she's not in a position to talk about anything regarding wife school or stuff is so funny when I hear stuff like that. Number one, she's not even a wife. Her family has problems. You'll see it in the video that I'm going to do. It's going to open up your eyes. You're going to be like, wow. Yep. Let's go. Let's get back to them tapes.
They just tell me to sit down and just talk, right? So I didn't know that we were going to be talking about that until the point that it actually happened. And one of the questions that was down up in there is, when you say black man, what comes to your mind? All of the people in the room, including the black women, the first things that came out their mouth was like thug, gangster.
Notice how he's talking about black men. You see that? Do you see how do you see how Just Pearly's broadcast is just to denigrate black people? It's one thing if we melanated skin complexion people are talking about our issues on our platforms to bring awareness, correction, and discipline and judgment. It's one thing if we do that, but when you're doing that on a Caucasian platform and they're asking you, what do you think about when you think of black men? And they're saying thug, gangster, this, that on a Caucasian platform, that's not a good look. That makes us look bad. Completely. You know? Appreciate the support, Jenny. Appreciate the support.
Like all of this shit. And when it came around to me, I talked through switching the image, switching the negativity, switching the media.
And you're doing that on a Caucasian platform. Really. This is amazing.
Switching the perception. When I talked to Kevin Samuels prior to his death, and RIP to Kevin Samuels, if you guys haven't seen his happy birthday stream.
Yes, his happy birthday stream. Where was Melanie King in that one? Where were all you guys at the funeral? What's going on? Talk about that. You're trying to promote the happy birthday video, but yet you guys are controlling his channel. Are y'all controlling his money, allegedly? What's really going on? Nobody promoted the daughter. Y'all used that opportunity to promote yourselves. Even in Kevin Samuels' death, y'all trying to clout chase off the man. Y'all don't got no shame, bro. Sad.
Go over to his channel and watch it. Shout out to KS's family as well. Beautiful people.
Really? Okay, whatever you say.
Beautiful people, and I'm so happy that they were able to take control of his legacy, okay?
You mean you guys are taking control of his legacy by clout chasing off of him? You're taking over that legacy. Not once did anybody introduce his family during that broadcast. The birthday celebration video, Kevin Samuels' family was nowhere to be found. Melanie King was not there. We didn't see the daughter give a speech on behalf of her dad, but everybody was raining dollars, raining money. Really? What a disgrace. Let's go.
But Kevin and I used to talk about this. How do we switch? How do we switch within the culture what it means to be us? How do we switch that?
How do we switch that? By stop being a hypocrite. Because you're being a hypocrite, fam. Kevin Samuels didn't care about nothing concerning the black family, fam. I'm just being honest with you. He did not care. Kevin Samuels was focused on the bag, business. He didn't care about the black community. Just like a lot of you YouTubers, y'all don't care about the black community. Come on. Let's just be honest. Y'all care about that check that you get from YouTube. That's the bottom line. See, I'm one of the only content creators that keep it 1,000 with the people. I don't get all the support that I deserve. That's just the way it is. People support people that really don't support them. People don't support the people that really stand for the truth. I do way more for the community than you guys. You guys don't really care about our people. You're exploiting our people on Just Pearly's platform. And the whole entire video, you've been pandering. Pandering, caping, downplaying her involvement. And you guilty by association.
And the answer is we have to outvalue the competition. We have to make our shit seem way more better.
Way more better. Now notice, he's saying that we as black people, now notice what he's talking about. He's talking about black people, that we got to make our stuff better than other people. But he just said and agreed that Africans are working harder than Americans, because he believed that Pearly was talking about all Americans, white and black. But now he's trying to sound like he's speaking on behalf of our people, that we need to do better. But he just agreed that Africans work harder than us. How can we do better if Africans work harder than us? You're not making no sense, sir. You're a walking contradiction. This guy is all over the place. Can't trust him.
A lot more popping than what's been normalcy of the last 40 to 50 years on our media.
40 to 50 years. Who he's talking about? He's talking about black people. He's not talking about white people. Do you see the hypocrisy, the double tongue of the snake, the serpent? This is sad, bro. Very, very sad.
That's what we talked about. Because we thought that it was so important to be able to do. Why is it not cool to be the most smart? Why is it not cool to be digging anime?
Who in the world is he referring to? Because a lot of black men out here are doing their thing, getting it in, doing what they got to do. They're just playing dumb at this point, making it seem like we all out here thugging and being gangsters, fam. That's the image that the media put out there to destroy the reputation and image of black men. Now they trying to put us in dresses. Now they trying to put us in compromising positions to make our women look at us like, hey, our men aren't masculine. Who do we got to protect us? Our men are weak. And this is why our women disrespect us. It's because of how society put images out there. But then again, you have black men that put their own image out there that look like a clown, like him. You understand? The things he's doing makes black men look bad. He's out here defending a Caucasian woman, but he don't defend the sisters at all. Let that make sense. Let's keep it 1,000, man. He out here defending a Caucasian woman, going hard body for her image. But when it comes to the sisters, he's the first to put them down. He's the first to say they for the streets. There's just no hope. Because it's all for that cash, man. At the end of the day, that cash is what ruled, man. Method Man was right. Cash ruled everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all.
Why is it not cool to be classy? Why is corny such a term that's done?
Now you talking about why it's not cool to be classy. You're trying to refer to women. MTR, you're a fraud, bro. You're beyond a fraud. You trying to say that it's cool to be classy, which means you're referring to women. But just a few minutes ago, you were talking about women that you got to stroke. Women in whom you got to get with to smash. Well, I have a question for you. Mr. Classy, why haven't you taken any of these women under your wing and made them your woman and actually build a family with them and have some babies? Where's the Classy at? Bars. This guy's a fraud. This guy is not official. This is a lot of showmanship, a lot of animation. He's not really authentic, y'all. He's teaching and saying one thing about women should be classy, but yet he treat the women trashy. To come on a public platform talking about y'all wasting my time with this story, I could be pretty much getting it in with some woman right now. That's degrading that woman. As a man, you got to be a little more discreet when you deal with women. Even if you is smashing a sister, why you put it out there like that? A real man, he would move in silence. Have a little more integrity. We don't need to know about your bedroom business, fam. That's no different than the rainbow people always wanting everybody to know about their business. I don't care about your bedroom business. We don't need to know who you stroke. We don't need to know all of that. But you talked about classy. It's not classy to talk like that. It's not. Now, if it was within context where you're talking about a particular story, but you came out of nowhere left field while we trying to have a discussion about Just Pearly, and you try to make it seem like the story at hand is not important, that you could have been between some cheeks or some nonsense like that. So you degrading those women. Are those women classy? If they were classy, they wouldn't have their legs open for you. That would make them trashy. Just saying.
Deep within us that prevents a young suburban kid that looks just like me to live free within that. Why? Why? So as I look at this right here, is that Pearl's fault?
Wow. Are y'all seeing this?
No.
Yo.
However,
he just said it wasn't Pearl's fault. MTR just said that it was not Pearl's fault. But then he made a video claiming he's holding her accountable. Double-tongued snake, fam. Hypocrisy at best. This is why I'm Ringo TV Reactions, fam. This is why. Let's get back to the tapes.
when it comes to a culture perspective, we gotta hold the line. So I get it. If you say something negative about the Jewish community, or they make you hold the line.
Interesting. They make you hold the line. But everybody could disgrace black people and they get away with it. This is why when it comes to me with the Just Pearly situation, as far as I'm concerned, she's canceled. When it comes to MTR, as far as I'm concerned, he's canceled. I would never rock with any of these people because they already done played their hand. They already done disrespected black people. He disrespected black people at the fullest degree by agreeing with Just Pearly and downplaying the whole situation. See, I ain't forgiving nothing. As far as I'm concerned, fam, you're a disgrace to your community. You're a disgrace to yourself as a content creator. I think you did a horrible job of trying to break down the situation. You downplay it to protect your boss. That's a bad look. Now, everybody else, they could go ahead and rock with you. I would never rock with people like you because I know you're fake, bro. I can see it through your eyes, man. You're not real. You're not authentic. And it's sad that you made that video acting like it wasn't a big deal, and then you made a new video trying to do damage control to protect your own image as if though you're holding Just Pearly accountable after you got off the phone with her. If you got off the phone with her, there would be no need to go live. Why would I make a video about a brother if me and him chopped it up behind the scenes? If me and a brother had a disagreement and I contacted him and we chopped it up behind the scenes, there's no need for me to go live and throw him under the bus. You said you were on the phone with Just Pearly and you talked to her and then you went live talking about you holding her accountable. That was a publicity stunt to promote yourself, to distance yourself from her till the damage goes down, while at the same time promoting the dating show and at the same time monetizing the video so you can earn ad revenue off the top on the back end. Fam, I got you all figured out, fam. You're a fraud. just calling it what it is, man. Let's get back to the tapes.
This guy right here has been canceled off of all platforms.
Yeah, off of all platforms, and she did an interview with him, and you're defending her. If he was canceled off of all platforms, why would you be supporting a woman that would give him a platform? See, you're not making no sense, fam. You're not making no sense at all.
Because they hold the line.
Right, they hold the line. So how come Just Pearly didn't hold the line? Why Just Pearly allowed him a platform? Think about that.
And I ask you guys, how do we hold the line? Now, I will say what she said right there at the end, what I said earlier, her and Blessings are tight. They talk, they're around each other every day. So there's a degree of comfort that comes with that, okay? So there's a degree of grace that I can understand within that, okay? But it doesn't excuse that she should probably talk about this, okay? Anyway, let's just keep going because this video is halfway done.
Wow.
But one of the things you can't do is argue with the truth. That clip is really disrespectful, not only to the African person Blessing, because
notice he thinks this clip is disrespectful, but MTR don't. Now, that's a conflict of interest if you ask me when it comes to business. His partner is in agreement that it's disrespectful, but MTR don't think it's disrespectful. That's a problem. And again, he haven't even addressed the situation with slavery. I'm not even going to go through all of that because I'm going to cut it short. My point is just to show you, the viewer, the hypocrisy and the double-tongued nature of the serpent. Always remember that, fam. There's many serpents that are in this space.
this is the same person that you said you want to bring to America because they work better than Americans, but at the same time, you're saying that, well, she's late, African, right? And then he says, yeah, she's late, well, because she's black. And then you laughed.
Right.
So here's something that I really want to.
It's interesting how his partner can't see, but he's siding with Just Pearly. He ain't give her no pushback on the fact that she laughed. He just made it seem like, well, you know, her and Blessing is tight, so, you know, it's all good. You know, a little jokey joke. That's all it is.
Honestly say, right? And I know like a lot of black dudes in the manosphere, black manosphere, like Just Pearly things. Obviously, I don't think most of her audience is black, but you do have some brothers that were defending her. And she has worked with a lot of
audience.
Black YouTubers. I mean, I have emails of her asking me for an interview in 2021 when she was still.
Bam. I got the receipt from her. Forget about what these guys are saying. I got the receipts from the horse's mouth. Predominantly men watch her channel, not women. Men. If predominantly men watch her channel, that means her channel is just entertainment for men, y'all. It's not about making anybody become a better person. It's not about education. It's not about holding anybody accountable so they can do better. Her channel is strictly entertainment for men that are losers and men that have problems and issues with women. Period. It's good entertainment. That's all it is. And she sits back just like that in her couch and she laughs, knowing that all of these ninjas are being entertained by the dysfunctions of the black community, and she get all the money off the sellouts that come to her platform to help her to be great. Even though she believed that Africans work harder than African Americans, she don't do anything in her studio. She don't press a button. She don't click no nothing. She don't click a sound effect. All she do is sit down, privileged, and allow all the black people to do all the work. That's amazing. That is amazing, fam. Y'all haven't left the plantation yet. This is sad.
Small, but if you guys know me, I don't really work with I don't really collaborate outside of the race, even on YouTube. So it kind of goes against my personal goals. Not to say that I don't like anybody or I'm racist or anything, but I'm a black YouTuber and I am a pro-black. So I only really work with the black YouTube community or black content creators.
Now, he just said he only worked with black content creators in the black community. He's pro-black. Okay, cool. But now MTR is a different breed. MTR is like, forget all of that. I'm going to go work with everybody because, you know, it is what it is. So that to me right there is a conflict of interest. Because if a team is really tight, everybody's supposed to be on the same accord. That's how everybody can really flow. So that means that you really can't trust MTR. You really can't trust him at this point. Because when you really think about it, he's willing to sacrifice his integrity to save Just Pearly at this point. But he's not going to go that hard for the black community. The way he's going hard to protect Just Pearly, he would never do that for the black community. And that's sad. Let's go.
What she said right there is completely disrespectful. The guy is right. All right.
Notice he believed that the guy is right, which is the business, and who is Jason Black of the business channel. And at the same time, MTR don't think it was disrespectful. And we haven't even gotten to the part about the slavery. We already covered that in the other streams. So if you haven't watched my other streams regarding Pearly things, you need to check that out because we talked about the whole slavery situation. All right, so let's get back into the tape.
If you want to have those conversations, like, and I have friends of other races, and you know, if we're gonna joke around like we have before, you know what I'm saying, like offline or say certain things. I mean, even with other Africans, you know, we can do that. But to say that publicly and then laugh, that was an opportunity for you to be like, yo, bro, that's like not cool, or cut that comment out of the live stream. But he's right. She's the one that brought it up. Like,
now notice how MTR face is looking dumb. Notice his face, fam. See, he's listening to one of his comrades speaking, and now he looking stupid now. See, it's one thing when I say it. See, if I say it, it wouldn't even be an issue. Nobody would care. You have to understand about these YouTube streets. I could repeat the same exact words as his comrade, and nobody would listen to anything. He wouldn't shake his head and say, you know, Ringo's right. He's right. But because it's somebody that he's an associate with, it hits a little different. Now it's like, maybe I need to correct the errors of my ways.
She wasn't bringing up the fact that her staff was late. You said blessing, then African. And again, it's like, okay, she said that, you know, but Jason Black says, you know, we brought her into this black space. I don't really think that's the case. I think that, you know, she started aligning herself with black.
Oh, you see how there was just a disagreement right there. You saw that? He just disagreed with you saw the body language. He's like, huh, really? Huh? You see that? Keep telling you, fam, these guys in these spaces, they don't really agree with one another. They just stay quiet and they just don't cross any lines. They keep everything under code to protect the business aspect of social media on YouTube. But really, they don't really agree with each other, fam. Trust and believe that. They might talk behind the scenes, but in the public domain, through these videos, they're never gonna hold one another accountable. You would never see them make a video about one another. You won't see that. They're not gonna do that. No way. Let's go.
People onto her show, and
no, I don't think that that's true at all. If he did say that, I think that she looks for talent to collab with.
So if she looked for talent to collab with MTR, are you telling me that Nick Fuentes is a guy with talent? Okay. He said it. You see what I'm doing here, right? Let's go.
So that made it more comfortable for certain blacks to come. And then she's talking real, you know, a lot of stuff about women. You know, she was reviewing hip hop and things like that. So she was trying to put herself into the space like Adam 22.
If you go up on her channel and you sort by the oldest, you'll see she was actually just reacting to rap songs. And she called it like whitest girl on the earth. Whitest girl in the world reacting to rap songs.
Now notice that. What kind of title is that? Whitest girl on the planet reacts to rap video. That's designed as clickbait to pull you in, because when you think of white girl, whitest, it's like rap music, I want to hear what this white girl have to say, because when you think of whitest and rap, you think of a privileged white girl that is in the suburbs, living in a mansion somewhere, who is not around the hood. So this should be interesting to listen to. Do you see how she did that? So she been using black culture to capitalize off of. You don't see her saying whitest white girl listening to heavy metal, the reaction of the whitest white girl listening to heavy metal music. You don't see that. Right? This is just a mess, y'all.
That's what she called it.
Put yourself in the space like Vlad puts himself into the space. And I guess, Jason Black is trying to be upset that these people are letting her into the space. I don't know if she did that per YouTube, because again, that's how it kind of works when you're targeting that sort of audience. But the reality is he overall is right. I can't get around that, man.
Notice he said overall he's right? But MTR, I don't believe that. Conflict of interest. They're not on the same accord right here. Appreciate the support, Chris. You understand? They're not on the same accord when it comes to this truth. Let's go.
Like, nobody can say that Jason Black is not right. You can call him whatever you want to call him. I know a lot of brothers don't like Jason Black and whatever.
Yes, and a lot of brothers don't like me. A lot of brothers in this space hate me with a passion. A lot of brothers. A lot of brothers that used to be brothers hate me with a passion. Yeah. See, all of these guys in these spaces, they know who I am. But they hate me with a passion. Always did. Even from when I thought that they were brothers, they were never really brothers. They were all opportunists that clinged around certain men, certain key players to build themselves up. See, I understand how the streets work. And it's sad. And the truth is, most of them just hate themselves. That's why they hate others so much. Let's go.
I heard that, like Mr. Fantastic called into the show. He hung up on the guy. He might treat his callers bad or whatever you might say. But this one, he's right, because he got it right there on tape. And again, just pearly things doesn't take black people that serious, bro. And one of the reasons why is because we don't challenge it. Like, she would never do that with any other community. But yeah, she can say that African thing out there and knows that, like, hey, you're not going to have any problems with that. And that's the situation. So
yeah, one of the things that he said is that she doesn't take him seriously. I don't know about that. I want to be careful about stretching just based off of those two things. Like based off of what we just saw. Like I don't know. Right? Like I get it. I get why you guys wanted me to just because I was down there recently. I get it. But also thinking through the relationship with her, right? Like she works in tandem. I think that she takes so much so that she employs, like, her video editors are like all over the globe, and she's got a couple in Nigeria, a couple of clippers that are, within Africa somewhere, Zimbabwe and shit like that. I don't know if the not taking seriously is a true statement right there.
Well, I mean, I think that the brother is completely 100% right on what he said. And again, you're free to listen to who you want us to listen to. But at the same time, just know that people are out there willing to be disrespectful towards you. They'll be willing to laugh at folks saying that all black people are late. I don't care if you're talking about she dates black men or she has a black boyfriend. I don't care about that, man. Like, seriously. You know what I mean? And for black YouTubers that go and deal with her, I mean, more power to you. I don't have no problem with you. That's nothing I can do about that. But then just also know she don't have no
Now, look at his facial expression. For other YouTubers that want to go out there and work with her, I can't really stop that. It is what it is. That's directed at you, MTR. Because you working with her. Let's call it what it is, bro. What you got to say about that? What you going to say to your partner about that? You going to give a rebuttal? Oh, I know. You're going to stay quiet as usual.
Respect for you either. So any black YouTuber after that goes over there, let's say, for example, you didn't know at first, fine. If you show up to her podcast knowing that, just know that you give her more reason not to take black people that serious.
Oh.
And it's
O'Shea is coming for my neck right now. Shout out to Afif.
Notice what he just said. They're coming for his neck now. But he got nothing to say. You see how that worked? He's staying quiet on that one. Why don't he give a rebuttal? Yo, bro, I work with Just Pearly. How you gonna tell me about if she just don't really respect black people? Why they not making videos about each other right now? I want to know. I want to know what's going on. One, don't believe in working with her because it's making black people look bad, right? The other one don't have no problem working with her because he's trying to get the bag. And listen, MTR is gonna go back and work with Just Pearly. Trust and believe that. He's gonna go back and work with her. He cannot give up that money because he know the opportunity of making money with her is very, very high. He saw what's going on over there in the UK. He said, listen, I gotta get this bag, bro. I gotta get this bag. But notice how he switched up when his partner's speaking. I can't take none of these cats in these YouTube streets serious, bro. Because everything for them is business. There's no real integrity and good character. It's all business. And this is why when drama spew, you see cats arguing back and forth. They don't know how to conduct themselves on camera. The professionalism goes out the window because they're focusing on the monetary gain because they lack the integrity. Let's go.
Phoenix Rise with $10 super chat is my issue is we as black people joke about black people being late and whatnot, but get mad when other races say the same thing. If it's wrong, we need to keep that same energy amongst ourselves. Yeah, here's the thing, bro. So his video is pretty much done. I think that, all right, let me get this off of the screen. Let me get the original video.
Appreciate the support, Tyler.
Based off of those things right there, I don't think that is cancel worthy. You know, I don't.
Wow. Did you hear what he just said? He said, based on those things that was said, he don't believe that it's cancel worthy. Based off the things, pretty much based off of everything that happened between Nick and Just Pearly, MTR don't believe that any of it was cancel worthy. But yet, you ninjas, you Negroes, came against Yee and Kyrie for the things that they had to say and was in support of another people canceling your brothers. This is so, let me tell you, man, our people are sad. Our people will defend every other ethnic group but themselves. We are truly a lost people. We are truly a lost people. That we would give everybody else the benefit of the doubt. Knowing good and well that if we would have did this to any other ethnic group of people, we would have lost our job. We would have had problems. We would have been canceled. We would have been losing sponsorships, all sorts of things. But y'all gave Just Pearly a pass. All of you Negroes in the black community. Y'all gave her a pass. I read all the comments. People like, we love you, Just Pearly. You didn't do nothing wrong. The interview that they did on Obsidian between Just Pearly. You should have seen all these ninjas. A bunch of hypocrite ninjas, bro. A bunch of grown men. Bootlicking Just Pearly. You didn't do nothing. You don't have to apologize. Stop apologizing, Just Pearly. Stop apologizing. You don't have to apologize. You didn't do nothing. They were all kissing her behind. Shame on all of you black men. You cape for Just Pearly, but you condemn your own black women. What a shame. You're an embarrassment. That's sad, man. That is sad. That is ultra sad, bro. Man, this is why our women have such a problem with black men, is because we really don't see no black men leading the community at all. They all sellouts, bro. They sell out for Becky. They sell out for a check. They have no integrity. It's bad.
No, right? Like I understand, but I think it's different for me understanding her relationship with, right? Like I you know, listen, I'm a diverse young man. I have friends not just that look like me. They're all over the place. And
now, see, this is another problem that I have with ninjas. It's another problem I have with black people. You notice what he just did right there? He said he got friends, I guess non-black friends. What I realize with a lot of you folks, when you talk about your non-black friends, it seems like you can't talk straight. It's like you try to be as gentle and you don't want to offend nobody. You don't want to do this. It's as if though you hold them more higher, more dear to you. But when it comes to black people, you scold them easy. Similar to on the plantation. The house Negro, the field Negro. You have Big Mama. It's easy to scold your brothers and sisters. But when it comes to your white counterparts, you give them preferential treatment. Yeah, I got white friends and I got this friends. Who cares who friends you have? They need to stay out of the way right now. Right now, we having a family talk. They supposed to know their place. If I have a white audience that's watching me, they already know their place. Their place is not to be in here trying to, well, you know, I'm white and I watch your show and, you know, no, just sit down there and stay quiet. This has nothing to do with you right now. This is about my people disrespecting themselves and not holding themselves accountable. See, a white man cannot come on YouTube and try to hold MTR accountable. That would be out of pocket. Do you understand me? It takes a black man to hold him accountable. Just like it takes a black woman to hold another black woman accountable. Just Pearly should not be holding black women accountable. I said Just Pearly should not be holding black women accountable. Just Pearly should not be making any sort of content as if though she's speaking on or holding any black women accountable. I cannot make videos trying to hold white women accountable. That would be out of pocket. I can't do that. That's disrespectful. I would be disrespecting a white man. That's his people. That's his women. And I'm pretty sure if you're a white man and you're listening, you know you agree. It would be out of pocket for me to get on camera addressing your women. That would be out of pocket. That would be disrespectful to you as a man. Because those are your women. I have no place doing that. If I'm gonna hold any woman accountable, it should be my women, not yours. That's no different. And this is a good example. That's no different than somebody coming on YouTube trying to hold your wife accountable for something that she did on social media when you her husband. You being her husband, you supposed to hold your wife accountable, not that other man. So if any woman should be holding black women accountable, it's supposed to be another black woman. If any black man supposed to be holding men accountable, any man, it's supposed to be black men, not white men. A black man can hold both black women and black men accountable. But Just Pearly is using and exploiting black people for personal gain. And MTR know that. All these content creators know that, but they don't care. It's out of pocket. It's not cool. It don't look right. It's not her conversation. Yes, Caucasian people could look at the broadcast. Cool. But she's not supposed to be talking about these things. And I'm referring to having topics on black issues. She's not supposed to be talking about that. If you want to have a topic on issues related to relationships and marriage and dating, then speak in general and have a variety of guests, including Caucasian, Asian, everybody there, that way you can have a proper discussion. But when predominantly your audience is black, your staff is black, your guest is black, this is not a good look in my opinion. It doesn't look right. And it's gonna make people feel some type of way.
You know, when you get that close, she may have just felt, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can do that, but at the same time, I do think that she should talk about it. And I think that she should be held just as accountable for the things that she said to explain what that is. She does the coffee chats often on her channel. She should have a coffee chat. Oh, like, hey guys, like, you know, you guys messaged me about this. I assume y'all been messaging about it. I don't know. I didn't know about this. Right, like, this is what I actually.
Again, he said he didn't know about this.
Man, here goes blessings right here. Blessings, like, how'd you, like, sorry, my bad, you know, if that made you feel some type of way. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? But based off of that right there, like, you know.
Wow. Look at him.
Let's get this back on the screen.
Do you see that? That's where I pretty much stopped it. I don't got to review any more of the video because we'll be here forever. But his video was bad. It was a disgrace. And to know that right after that video, that's when he went and uploaded a new video talking about he's holding Just Pearly accountable, because he probably saw himself getting some backlash and he just didn't want it to affect his name and his brand. But it's too late. We holding you accountable over here. I don't know about these other male YouTubers that are raccoons. They're not going to hold you accountable because they're focusing on Just Pearly. They're trying to get on her show. Look, ladies and gentlemen, especially you sisters, you got to be very carefully. You have to be very careful of YouTubers, black YouTubers, that are defending Just Pearly at this point. You got to mark them and unsubscribe from their channels, pull all support. What they're doing is typical of what was done on the Plantation. Protect Massa at all costs, as long as it benefit them. As long as they're able to be in the house with Massa, they don't care about none of us that are on that field. Bars. And this is real talk, fam. This is real talk. This is crazy, man. To know that this is what he did before he made the apology video. Not the apology video, but the video that he claimed he was holding her accountable. That's a sad, sad situation, fam. But this is what happens when you work for someone in whom misrepresent your people, and you co-sign that. That would make you a panda bear. That's right.
Shout out to Smooth J. $10 super chat down.
And see, the sad part about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that people like MTR, people like him, when he talks about he's taking full accountability, don't believe that. Men like him cannot take accountability. Men like him can't even take criticism. Just a mere slight thought of me talking and speaking on this issue, it bothers him because he's guilty. And that's the proof right there. He cannot take criticism, and he's not really being accountable. To be truly accountable is to pull all support from Just Pearly and also delete all videos with Just Pearly. Now look people, check this out. These people talk so much talk about I'm not gonna work with this and I'm not gonna work with that, but they keep the videos up with Just Pearly on their platform to get that monetization. Now, what do they do in business and in Hollywood when you either get canceled or there's a big issue that happens, some sort of drama? What they do? They pull the sponsorship deals. They pull your records off the shelves. They don't play your music on the radio stations no more. They do this. They remove you. They literally cut all ties with you. But in these YouTube streets, how you know that people not true? Go to their platforms and you'll see videos with said party. They don't mind keeping those videos up because those videos are pretty much keeping them afloat. That's what it's doing. You know? Let me see. Lyle, why are you saying it starts by contacting YouTube and report her? Report her for what? See, this is what I'm talking about. Do you have any sense of conversation? What kind of world you live in where I'm trying to understand this. What exactly is contacting YouTube to report her about what? What exactly did she do that went against YouTube's community guidelines? I just want to know, what did she do? These people crazy, Brand. Here we are having a discussion about MTR. This person is talking about reporting her to YouTube for what? What did she break? What law? What did she break? What did she violate? She didn't violate any YouTube rules. She didn't. See, I need to make that very clear because a lot of times on these channels, people, they listen to things and they just jump the gun and start doing a bunch of other foolishness as if though your job is to go and report her to YouTube for what? For what? What are you reporting her to YouTube for? What do you want them to do to her? I'm trying to figure this out. What did she do on YouTube? YouTube don't have no business with anything that's going on right now. You seem to be in your feelings about something, and I suggest that you be a little more mature when we having discussions about information like this. Reporting her falsely, that's wrong. So your comment, you need to retract that comment right now. That's wrong. If you disagree with her, just don't watch her. What we're talking about is the issues regarding the statements that was said in that particular interview, as well as MTR defending her. Do you understand me? The way you hold somebody accountable is by addressing them publicly so the public can hear the argument. Reporting somebody to YouTube because you don't agree with them, that's harassment. That's called bullying. I don't know what kind of world you live in, but I wouldn't want to live in your world where you disagree with somebody and the first thing you're doing is running to YouTube to try to report them. That's crazy. That's being irresponsible. The way you hold somebody accountable is you educate them. She never did anything on YouTube to violate a YouTube guideline or rule. She didn't do anything. Neither did MTR. So this is not about reporting somebody to YouTube. This is about holding them accountable by speaking to them. Education is how you teach somebody, not putting them in prison. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just thought that I make that very clear because a lot of times people, they come into the platform and they think that my comment section is some sort of place where you go to rile the people up so they could go and start doing a bunch of foolishness. No, not here. We don't do that type of stuff. That right there is called abuse. We don't support abuse. We don't support people abusing people for no apparent reason. Get on a microphone and talk about the issue. Try that. How about you do that? Get on the microphone, get on camera, and talk about these issues the way I am. This is how you hold somebody accountable. Another way people hold people accountable is you pull the support. You pull the support, you unsub, and you teach the person a valuable lesson. That's how you deal with people that don't represent your community. Do you understand me? So, that being said, I hope people are a little more mature when they post comments because we don't tolerate foolishness over here. You have to be respectful at the same time. You can critique people and offer your criticism, but you also have to respect other people's platforms and their livelihoods and the job in which they do. If you don't want to support them no more, that's your prerogative. But falsely reporting people, that's what Karen do. That's what a Karen does. A Karen goes to the police and reports somebody for a crime they didn't commit because they don't like them. And we don't support Karen activity over here. So, that being said, appreciate everybody joining the show, joining the stream. It is what it is. Because I guarantee you, if I did some madness like that, trust and believe, people be unsubscribing, pulling support, doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and I'm going to feel it. And it's going to push me to a position where I'm going to have to change my ways in order to correct the situation. And then if those people want, they'll support me again. Right? So we're going to get up on out of here, do what we got to do. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to get up on out of here. I'm hungry. I got to get something to eat. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Thanks for everybody that supported the stream. Hit the Cash App. You know what I mean? If you like my work, you like my breakdowns, you agree with the messages that I put out, make sure you support via Cash App, $ Ringo TV Raw. And the next video I do about Just Pearly is going to be on the Ringo TV Raw channel. I got to go put content on there. I might do a stream later on in the night. I might do one over there after I get something to eat. So, yeah. Again, ladies and gentlemen, when we have these conversations, we're having adult conversations, mature conversations. Don't get into your emotions doing a bunch of foolishness. We're here to exchange views, to offer our criticism, to hold people accountable, and to produce content. On this channel, we don't resort to none of that BS and a bunch of nonsense that have nothing to do with the information that's being said here. Because a lot of times people go off the ringer doing things that is just unethical. So that being said, y'all take care. We're going to sign out. Remember, subscribe to the channel, Ringo TV Reactions. It's very important that you do that. Right? So we're going to get on out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Sherelle in the building. We got Tracy in the building. V-Dubman in the building. Peace and blessings to the mods. Everybody that's in the building. You know what I mean? So again, we're going to keep y'all posted. Keep y'all going what's going on out here. Appreciate the support, Black News. 1999. Yeah. All right, so that's about it, y'all. I'm gonna get up on out of here, fam. So y'all be safe. It is what it is. Let me know in the comments if you like this camera position, like up close, or you prefer the wide angle, or it doesn't really matter, whichever angle is best. I'm gonna purchase a new camera. I'm gonna purchase a high-end camera, a very high-end camera for content creation. I'm gonna pretty much take the leap and do that. Just one, because these things is very expensive, man. Man. This camera is expensive, bro. Oh, goodness. And the lens alone cost the price of the camera. And I'm like, man, this is crazy, bro. But I'm definitely looking into some high-end equipment, man, to use to do more content. That's going to be very, very unique and different. Something totally different. So y'all take care, fam. Ringo TV Reactions. We signing out. His boss. That's right.
I don't know why this Ringo is doing this to me, man. He's always making these videos. Every single time he go live, he's always talking about me. Okay, Ringo, okay. I'm wrong. mean, I'm doing it for the money, Ringo. I mean, Just Pearly is my boss. Just Pearly is my boss lady. You know, I gotta answer to Massa. You know, I just gotta do what I gotta do. She's my boss. What do you expect? I gotta get this paper. Me and Melanie King, you know, we was on a podcast, you know, in the United Kingdom. And we getting the money out here, Ringo. You should join our group, you know what I mean? But you busy hating on me, making reaction videos. That's not cool, bruh.
This is crazy, man. Anyway, we're gonna get up on out of here. Y'all take care. Ringo TV Reactions. We out. We'll catch you in the next video. Probably later on. I'm not gonna make no promises. But I may come on later on the other platform. Either way, just watch the replay. But we out of here, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100% raw and uncut.